Yay! We're live. It's official. It's on and popping. Welcome to Virtual Voices on Facebook and YouTube. I'm super excited about today because if you notice something different in the building, am I looking the right direction? Because the cameras be reversed. Yes. But if you guys haven't noticed, I have an amazing special co-host with me tonight. Of course, you guys know me, J Rose. See, Leah V's not here to do like the J Rose introduction because she does it so well. So I'm just gonna be real basic. It's your girl J Rose. But I also have this amazing special guest. She's been here before, not only as a performer, but also has been our special co-host before. So please give a warm welcome to Dara Kalima.
Hello. Super excited to be here. We're going to have a
I'm
great
so
time.
happy that you said yes. She said yes. I'm so happy.
Of course. Of
I
course.
can't do this by myself, girl. It's a lot.
I got you. All you have to do is say a word, and clearly I
Listen,
shift and move mountains for you. So don't worry
that
about it.
is facts. That is facts. So I'm really excited. We have an amazing featured performer. We have Mika J Woods, who's our featured performer tonight. You already know she's been here before. She's a frequent flyer over here at Virtual Voices. But I know that Leah V gave you all the the rules and regulations that she usually does. So Dara, please, if you could just let everybody know the house rules before we jump into all these amazing performances.
Got you. So this is a safe space. We are pro LGBTQ. We are pro Black Lives Matter. We ain't about that hate speech. So we're pro everything but hate speech. So don't bring it here. This is a loving space. Everyone gets 5 minutes per performer, which doesn't mean necessarily one piece, but it's 5 minutes. So watch your time. 5 minutes. If you can shove 3 pieces in 5 minutes, wow, your pieces are short. Go for it. Otherwise, just roll with the one poem or whatever. 5 minutes. Make sure you follow each other. This is all about community, right? It's all about supporting each other, performers and their craft. So follow each other, please. For those watching on Facebook, make sure you share the video, comment on your favorite pieces when we interact. Make sure you stay close to the microphone if you're performing. Ask us how you sound real quick, fast. We good? I was making sure.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of like a squeaky feedback.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it now.
Yeah. It's happening.
It went away. So
Okay.
keep it going.
Cool. We will figure it out.
Oh, you're good now. You're super good now.
So this is the best open mic virtually and really just in the world. So therefore, donate when you can. Drop some coins to the Cash App and you also support your artists. Wow, it is a Friday. My brain is not doing words properly, but we're gonna have a lot of amazing words. So we're just gonna rock with it. We will say on deck when you're the next performer. So we'll bring the first performer up and we'll say on deck, meaning if you're on deck, get ready because we're coming to you next. Drop a mic in the chats if you want to perform. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, just drop a mic. If you haven't registered, do that. Let us know. We'll give you the deets. Be kind. Keep growing. We all got this. You're amazing. We look forward to hearing your work. And I think that's all the rules, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think so.
I covered it. If not, we'll tell you the rest of the rules as we go along. You'll have fun. We'll be okay. We'll have a good time. We'll take care of you. That's all that matters. We'll take care of you.
I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure that's everything. And like you said, if we miss anything, we'll definitely circle back and tell you guys. But I'm really excited. I'm glad you're here. It's gonna make things super smooth. People don't even know how much is involved when you put something together. Even though it's virtually, there's still like some stuff that needs to be done. But yeah, let's get it popping. I see we got some people backstage. They pulled up. We got some more performers that are coming in shortly. Usually the way we get things started is I kind of warm up the mic a little bit. So I'm gonna spit a little piece for y'all. I gotta first figure out what I'm doing, so I'm trying to think about it while I'm talking. So don't mind me. So I'm gonna warm up the mic a little bit, spit my piece. Oh, I remember what did you say that if those of you that are tuning in or those of you that are performing, if you also have it if you have this up on your Facebook or YouTube, share the link, share it on your page, let people know that we're live. Did you say that? I don't
I
know.
did. I
I
did.
was
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's all good. You know what? They can't share this enough times. So how about this for the third time? Go share this right now if you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook. Why, if you cared about your people, why would you not share with them the goodness that's about to go down tonight?
Yes. Listen, Virtual Voices is a magical space. And you guys, if you haven't been here before, you're going to definitely understand why we love doing this so much. So, yeah, I'm going to bless the mic real quick. And if you refresh your page, make sure that the list, so it's all good, because I was like playing around in there. Who do we have?
So it's me on deck, and then I guess double on deck would be Amani. Is who I'm seeing.
Okay, perfect. Yes, that's it. So I'm gonna warm up the mic. We're gonna pull up Dara, and then Imani. I'm glad you said it right, because I was like, I'm gonna read this really slow, and I'm gonna sound stupid reading it slow, but I like the way they spelled Imani. It's really pretty. All right. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. The ADD is kicking in. Um, and then once I finish my performance, guys, we're gonna have our performers that are backstage we're gonna have them join us on screen. Just bear with me 1 second, because I'm trying to be like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Um, hmm. I
What
will
mood are you setting?
do. What happened?
So what mood are you setting?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a piece that I wrote a couple months ago. It's a love poem, and I hadn't written a love poem in a long time, so I was really like testing my skills. Um, and love is actually not really like a topic that I write a lot about. So, I've done this piece before. Y'all know I don't write all the time. As lucky. I'm not as lucky to have problems like Dara, where she doesn't know what poem she's gonna pick, because she literally has like 4,000 poems to pick from. I'm like, so
Fine.
she's got that luxury problem. That's a luxurious problem, and I listen. I don't knock it. I'm here for it. But I'm gonna share this piece with y'all. I hope y'all like it. It's titled Muse. Um, it's actually about long distance love. So if anybody has ever been in that type of situation, I hope this resonates with you. Feel free to tell me how you feel in the comments. And all right, let's get it popping. Baby, I'm here to tell you you're a gift. A blessing within chaos. I never expected you to exist. A muse falling from the very heavens. I praise the moment we met. This virtual connection, virtually transcending into more than friends. Fantasies flooding the gates of my imagination as I surrender my heart to undreamed dreams I never imagined to dream. Admiring your stealthiness as you steal my hidden affection like the slowest thief in the longest night. One piece at a time, I oblige. Taking my breath away every time I look into your eyes. Visions of standing close enough to gift wrap my lips wrapped around your whispers. Your voice vibrating through me, manifesting new life into my stars, where there's consolation in the constellation of your words from afar. Alignment has never aligned with such grace. Lord knows I never felt more royal in space. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, you out of this world. Past cloud nine, dominating all layers of my mind. There's no hole in this ozone. Our conversations can't be designed. This type of atmosphere throws my existence off its axis. And now I know why all my exes made their exits. Caught between space and time and space like a palindrome. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. The message stays the same. There's writing on the wall. And I wonder if its density is the destiny that was meant for me. I must be betrothed to your essence like a queen made in the reflection of your presence, where my gratitude builds you a throne of reverence, king. May I be the brightest gem to adorn your crown? See, I've built castle walls made of my shadows, but the smiles you conjure out of me shine a light through the loopholes, and for the first time in a long time, I could see my way out. I've always said, never fall in love with a poet, for they'll never love you more than words, but baby, you are language created for expression. And although the difference in our distance is a torture of time zones 5 hours ahead, just means you've always been in my future. Baby, I'm here to tell you, you've got all my attention. And that's more than what I can say, what I pay anyone else. They don't deserve to crave me like you do. Yearning for unexpected mysteries, uncovering undetected vulnerabilities, exposing unperfected symmetries. Yeah, you always match my energy. We're designed to satisfy our sapiosexual drive like we're cruising on a Sunday afternoon, sharing sun rays on some days. What I do to share a breeze with you someday. See, patience isn't always my strongest suit, but I practice wearing it if it means I share a new virtue with you. Some would say I'm falling for you, but baby, it feels more like I'm floating for you. Facing my fear of heights and love, ascending to this high with you, journaling this journey of joy with you, encapsulating our love story in this poem, you as my muse, and I'm just amused that I didn't even have to write this. You read it in my eyes long before the words came to my mind and made it to my pen. How beautiful it is to be seen. Our fluency in love languages rekindle flames of past lives, a reminder that I'm still alive inside with poetry bursting at my seams, and I'd build an arc of sonnets to carry me across uncharted seas as long as you're here to read it. And that's my piece. Thank you. That's my piece. That's my piece. Snappity snaps. I need the sound effects. Like Leah V has all the sound effects and shit. Like,
I
but
muted myself and I was like, wait, how do I wait? Unmute.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's bring some people in before we have Dara bless the mic with us. Hello, beautiful creatives. How are y'all?
Hello.
Good. How are you? Hey.
No.
All right. Welcome. Don't worry, we got more people coming in, and I see y'all in Facebook and YouTube. Let us know how you feel. Please tell us the comments. Give us the flames. We want to hear all that. So on deck we have Imani.
Yep.
And coming to bless the mic right now, we have our special co-hostess with the mostest, Miss 4-time published author, right? 4 times. See, I'm keeping track. 4-time published author. Okay, yes, we're not worthy. Yes. So please give a warm welcome to Dara Kalima as she comes up to bless the mic. Woo!
Thank you. Is it sounding okay?
You sound great.
Okay. An homage. I write about my body because it seems no one cares about it or only cares to see it cold, vacant, unable to disrupt the system, no longer taking up space. I mean, more space than the box underground will take or the space the urn on that mantle will take. I write about my body because it moves autonomously despite the metaphoric or actual change on it. And all of me deserves love and acknowledgement. All of me, from the print on my toes to the circumference of my thighs and to the split at my ends. All of me gives love. Even the rattles that are my knees and the crink that is my back. Someone has to pay homage to the space it all takes that others wished it lacked. I write erotica because someone has to love me. Even if who I love up on is imaginary, I write it because Black folks love more than chicken and watermelon or twisting our pain into joy. In fact, we don't actually love that much, but I love the taste of brown skin, the pheromones it exudes, the smooth in its touch, the agelessness in its lines. I write erotica because someone must focus in on the joy shared when us two, who only get each other, finally get to connect, regardless of what is going on around, and without barriers or pain, unless pleasurably inflicted. I write erotica because the world needs to know how much I love my Black partner, even if the world doesn't. My pen will spin in homage to the eros in our skin. I write about my hood because it is not just burnt lots and bricks or a stop on a poverty tour. A whole music genre was birthed here, as was a Supreme Court justice. We in this hood are not just charity cases. In fact, we just wish you get off our case issuing cases because we are too dark for you to view. We are just the people doing as best as we can do while honoring the flavoring of our ancestry. We may rub together hopes and dreams to redeem legacies that red lines wiped away, but we still survive. In fact, we thrive. We take no dives. This place is no dive. We exist and persist on drive. So I pen poems for my neighbors, mi gente, mi familia, my family, because someone has got to praise and write odes to all that we do, despite what we all go through. I will always write homages to my home, homages to my hood. And I write about Black pain. Not because I want to. If I could retire this topic, I would, but the system ain't retiring its practices. From slavery to Black codes to Jim Crow to the war on drugs to stop and frisk, the practice gets slimier and it just persists. And the names of the victims piles, as does my trauma. So I pen as a form of protest, as a form of release, as a form of therapy, as an SOS that maybe someone, anyone, everyone will give it a rest before the next arrest where Black bodies go into cardiac arrest. So I keep writing these poems of Black pain like I do about my victimhood that made me chant Me Too. It happened to me too. It happened to her too. It has happened to him too. It will happen to them too. I pen about this too because there must be a face to the crimes that happen behind closed blinds, where no's are uttered and ignored, like folks who say don't shoot are ignored, like our ask for autonomy and justice are ignored, like the poem you heard yesterday that was ignored. I write these in hope to no longer be ignored. But honestly, I wouldn't mind being white so that I too can ignore and be exempt from this plight, but I can't. The projectile is always headed towards me, the target. Victimhood, my destiny. I write this, though I don't want to. I write like I'm running out of time because I am. My time is limited, but I'd much prefer to pen about my body being wrapped up in my lover in our hood. I wish I could. I wish I could just stop making tombstone poems in memoriam of those slain. But they won't stop with the staining of streets. They won't stop with stealing our life force. So I'm forced to pay homage with this pen. And that's that piece.
Okay, poets, let's go. Let's go. We got our feature in the comments. She said this piece aroused so much of my intellect. Okay. With the thought provoking. I'm here for it. Thank you.
I'm glad I made you proud.
Listen, I've been reading your book, the last one, and I'm very, very proud of you. Seriously. I really am.
Definitely gonna want like feedback when it's done.
Oh yeah, when I'm done, you already know. I'm gonna be like whole book review, like freaking Barnes and Nobles in here.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Yes.
So we have Imani next, and then on deck would be chemistry.
All right. Cool.
So Imani, you ready to bless us? You ready to bring that energy? I hope we didn't scare you off. We're excited for whatever you're gonna do.
No, I love poetry. It's something about it. Like when you hear somebody speaking in iambic pentameter, it's like, because it's not organized. It's like your thoughts and feelings being put into art in the words when you can't like speak. So I love that. I'm a poet myself. So yeah.
We could tell. And can I just add, she's a poet that brings her own mic. So yes, honey.
Mics are important. Mics are important. I'm here for it.
Yeah, you know.
All right. So you're gonna do some poetry for us tonight?
I'm actually gonna sing.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm listening.
All right, we
It
here
is
for it.
it is an original song that I wrote.
Yes.
It's actually
Okay.
off of my second EP, Heartache Part 2. The first EP was called Heartache, and this is a continuation. And yeah, it's deep, it's personal. I think a lot of women will be able to relate. So yeah, it's called I Said No.
Mm.
Whoa, hey, she touched me in ways I couldn't explain, much to my dismay. It was hard to convey that I didn't wanna go where he goes. He started digging underneath my clothes. It replays in my head the moment I close my eyes. In my old bed, it's scary to think about when he winked and took away my privacy. I said no, didn't want him to touch me. Oh, sorry about that. Thought it was an invitation, clearly. Followed me all the way home. I just wanted to be left alone. The point is, I said no. The point is, I said no. After he finally left, the tears I wept ran down my face. Called my closest friend. She couldn't wait to make his life end. I know that it wasn't my fault, but I feel like as a result of the way it came, he didn't even know my name. I said no. Didn't want him to touch me. He thought it was an invitation, clearly. Followed me all the way home. I just wanted to be left alone. The point is, I said no. The point is, I said no. I said no. No, please don't touch me. No, I don't wanna do this. With the fear in my eyes, it was hard to miss. I said no. Didn't want him to touch me. He thought it was an invitation, really. Followed me all the way home. I just want to be left alone. The point is, I said no. I said no. No. To touch me. It was an invitation, clearly. Followed me all the way home. Just wanted to be left alone. The point is, I said no. The point is, I said no. The point is, I said no. No, please don't touch me. No, I don't wanna do this. With the fear in my eyes, it was hard to miss. I said no. Got underneath my clothes. Even after I said no. You got underneath my clothes. Even after I said no. You got underneath my clothes. Even after I said no. He got underneath my clothes.
Woo! Yeah.
Girl.
Oh goodness. Thank you.
Everything about that message. Everything about that message. Everything about that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Imani.
Thank you.
And
So,
can I ask? Go ahead. I'm sorry,
no,
Dara.
you.
Go ahead, girl.
No, you were gonna say the same thing I was about to. So go.
Well, I was gonna ask her. I don't know if it's the same thing. I was gonna ask her, where did she hear about virtual voices? Yeah.
I think I just stumbled across it like on on Eventbrite, because I like look for, different virtual open mics, because I'm not ready to perform like in person yet. So I look for, different virtual open mics, and I saw this. I'm like, oh, okay, why not?
Let me tell y'all, Eventbrite be coming through with the promo. Listen, we got AC Lightning, who's like one of our frequent flyers, VIP virtual voices, and he knows, right? Eventbrite, they always say Eventbrite. If it's not one of us, put sliding in the DMs, Eventbrite definitely puts these events out there. So if you like throwing events, I definitely suggest to put your stuff on Eventbrite. You get a lot of free promo through them. But thank you, Imani. I'm so glad that you found us.
Do you have?
I did.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Mama.
do you have any projects or anything that we need to? You mentioned the EP. Where do we find this EP? Like, you want to tell us?
It's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Under Imani, so EMAHNI, and you'll see a picture of me, and you'll find both EPs, Heartache and Heartache Part 2.
Ooh,
Awesome.
nice.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And we appreciate your transparency in that song. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
So next we have Chemistry. And since you were just talking up this wonderful individual a few moments ago, because he's our frequent flyer, AC Lightning will be on deck.
Yes. Awesome. Yes, and stick around, Imani. Like, we usually end up doing 2 rounds to give people an opportunity to come back and on the mic. So if you have a poem that you want to share or something, stick around because we'll definitely love to have you back on the mic.
For sure.
Cool. No pressure. All right, Chemistry. What's up?
Hi, guys. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me in this space. I'm usually a little shy, but you guys warmed up the mic very nicely for me. So
yes.
I hope to be blessed. I hope to bless you all the way you just blessed me.
Oh, we're here for it. Will. Yes.
Okay. So I've been collabing with a lot of male poets, and this piece is actually a response to a male poet about like how he doesn't usually know how to interact in person per se, but he can he speaks his truth through poetry. So this is my response to him. I allowed him to have his fits. Realizing that it's the generational trauma, I waited for him to finish. He needed his moment to vent. He spent time pent up with frustration, unable to escape trauma from his generation. We are reflections of how we grow up in our homes. I knew he could express his words in poems, so I waited to hear what he had to say on those days. My ears were open as he expressed his fears on stage. I took note down to every simile or metaphor he wrote. I didn't need the love poems because poetry is my love language. So I used his stage presence as a way for him to make love to me. Poetry was his therapy. Leroy, you a whole A poet, and my body is your paper. We can use pen to drip ink across every line. I love your performances. No need to ask for compromise because the compassion spelled out in these lines maximized our time together. We weathered storms by making space for him to articulate his feelings. He stopped yelling. I didn't feel the neglect that others complained of in his prior relationships. He formed sentences that attested to new heights of emotional intelligence. We fell face first into the spell of chemistry, so we were intertwined in the webs of each other's energy. I evaded his hesitancies about writing love poems because I became the love that made him write poems, so he no longer needed to force the action. Attraction made the words flow. My reaction to his poetry was filled with passion, so I made space for him to write poems. He was the reason I wrote poetry, so now we're the dynamic duo. So that's that one. How much time do I have?
You have time for another piece. I love how I've been doing this for a long time, and when y'all be coming up talking about I'm nervous, I don't know if I'm ready, like yo, it's always y'all. right?
You can't trust those people. They just lying. They lying
They
to our
come through
faces.
with the fire. Like, is you nervous people? I always be like, they lying. They gonna come and burn the whole stage down.
So this one is a response to the same poet. He wrote a poem talking about how he knew he loved someone the first time he saw her. So I wrote a response to him. And this is my response called I Knew I Loved You. My love comes with satisfaction and attractions only for you. Attachments and bonds like gorilla glue. So I asked him before taking this journey, are you ready to be inseparable? We can hug until our hearts hold hands because I want to take a chance for you. I remember the day we met, heart beating and shirt wet from sweat. I waited to hear you speak, and as your vocals projected to me, my soul sang to the vibrations of your speech. We created a world that was solely confidential. A healing for our minds and souls. Our touch was medicinal. He became the cornerstone for my peace and the preacher of my existence. His affirmations to my beauty left me speechless. We were working on a couple of forevers while spilling out our truths and love letters. We had attachments beyond physical attraction. Our heart's magnetic field syncopated to each other's rhythm. We felt that magic moment when the love had arisen. On our first date, for the first time, that we laid eyes on each other. He waited to learn my language, but I was entangled in the intimacy that we created. A silence fell over the room. I knew I loved you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I have a question. Like, do words just bow to you, or do you like go find them? Because I don't know. Your wordplay is sick.
Okay, so this is what happens for me. I literally have to call someone on the phone. Like, poetry sends me on a natural high, and the words just, like, I literally have to, I can't write my poems. I have to type them because the words just, like, I regurgitate the words.
Wow.
And so I just have to go really fast to write them. Yeah, but thank you all so much.
You're welcome. That was
love that.
Amazing.
Your imagery is really what I really love. I'm a big like imagery person, writer too. So like you tap into like all the senses. I love like the sensory language that you have in there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
So how do we find you? Is there a project you got? Let us know.
So I invite people to collab with me all the time. You can, I don't know if J Rose can send out this information, but my email, you can reach out to me on my email. I welcome collaborations with folks. My energy works well with everyone. That's why my name is Chemistry. So I don't have Facebook or anything like that, but you can reach out to me at chemistry2012 at gmail.com if you want to collab or if you want to know a little more about my work. Yeah, I'm here for encouraging other people. I'm here for being encouraged. So feel free to reach out.
Awesome.
Very nice. Okay, so since you're not on social media, did you hear about us through Eventbrite also?
So I was at one of your events before and I saw it on Eventbrite and I was like, I can't do this because it's live. But then when you sent me a personal invitation, I was like, I feel obligated.
Oh,
so, yeah.
So happy to hear that. Love it, love it, love
it.
it.
That's the same way it happened for me. I received an
Yeah.
invitation and I was like, so I guess I'm singing.
Let's go, Eventbrite marketing.
Yes.
Telling you, everybody's out here paying all this money for marketing and it's all free on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Eventbrite will hook you up if done correctly, for sure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank you. I'm so glad you joined us. Stick around. I would love to hear more poetry from you.
Okay.
What we got going on
we
next?
have next is Violetra, if I spelled that right. I said that right. And then Violetra's on deck, but our frequent flyer, our never miss a day, our day one, he just flies. So there's too many ways to actually quantify who he is. Poet, rapper, just all things. AC Lightning, what you got for us?
Yes. Wait, you forgot 2020 graduate.
I know, but
say
we in
that.
2021, so I figured maybe because now 2021 people are graduating. I didn't want to like take away from that, but I also didn't know if we were going to do that because we're now in the next year and people are graduating right now. So my bad.
I feel like it'll be 2030 and I'll still be like 2020 graduate.
Thanks, yo.
Only because
this is the anniversary of said graduation time.
Yes, right? Did you just graduate around this time last year?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was exactly a year since I graduated. So,
happy anniversary, 2020 graduates.
Yeah,
amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, AC Lightning, not only an amazing creative person, but he's just a dope individual. Like, you know, when you just know amazing humans. And like, so far we got some amazing humans in the building. So I ain't gonna lie. You guys are the energy's dope. What you got for us tonight, AC?
I'm a rap. I got the balls loaded up.
Oh, you got
bring it.
What thing is, like, I have songs, but I can't exactly decide which one I want to do. So I wanted to ask, I was gonna ask Dara, since you like the guests here and stuff like that. I was gonna ask you to pick a number between 1 to 7, and whatever number you pick, I'm gonna do whatever song that correlates with that number. So
I choose 6. That's the number that came in my head.
6. Woo! Hold up. Oh, I think I might have to do this song instead. Hold up.
You gave me 1 to 7. Now my answer's wrong.
Hey, I prepared for these kind of things and stuff like that. So okay, yeah. Well, alright. So I dropped the EP back in November called Rehabilitation. It's available on all streaming platforms. I am going to do a song off of that project called Train of Thought. And this is the first time since the feature I had back in December that I'm actually performing this song in the open mic. So
yes, see? That's why you supposed to do it.
I'm going to get to it. So Train of Thought. Let's get it. Oh, where am I gating at? Okay, cool. Folks want me to be open about it. Let's do it. Lego. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind on the tracks like a train of thought. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind on the tracks like a train of thought. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind on the tracks like a train of thought. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind run the tracks like a train of thought. Hard to be positive when you go through stuff. Trying to check your mindset when you do is real rough. Trying to keep calm when you see all this badness. Problems come ahead, dog, that you gon' face it. You ain't catch your feelings cause that last time you did it, she wasn't really feeling it. Got me looking livid, I don't want to go through it. Yo, this feeling got me pivot, I don't really be moving. My feet feels like concrete, so it makes it hard for me to move from this position. When I'm stuck in the spaces, these thoughts go in my brain, got me insane with the best brain. Don't know how to operate. I say I'm okay, but though I'm actually not. Yo, I'm doing what I can so my head don't pop. I'm suffering and rock while sitting in the hard place, doing what I can so I can work up my faith. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind running tracks like a train of thought. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind running tracks like a train of thought. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind run the tracks like a train of thought. Folks say I'm okay, but I'm not. My mind run the tracks like a train of thought. Folks say they got your back, wanna act some fight. Then they hear some rumors about you, believe all the lights. They go about their mouth, your opinions take a flight. I'm going through hell, but they say they got your back, right? You trying to bring all my problems to the light, right? And folks acting some of these folks who issues all black and white gon' say I'm crazy, that you don't understand. Put me on trial, I'ma talk like I took a stand. A lot of people gonna say this ain't Christian. I say yes it is, cause I'm being real honest. I'm telling my testimony had ADHD. Folks left off me, they couldn't understand me. That's what I dealt with. I was being ostracized. I wanted to give in, but I soon realized what I said with God, and folks won't get it, even when they say they Christians. Some be judging imagine they did to Jesus. We took the juice out. It's a bumpy road here, but I still walk it out. And folks looking at me like I'm so dumb. I stumbled on them, got them, now I'm on one. They trying to figure out why I'm not so dumb. I bear my cross, don't cross God's son. What's up? Oh, here we go. You know how I felt when my dad passed. It shot me, my heart made me feel sad. Nothing like it came dark, I'm feeling hopeless. I'm on the deep end over here sinking. Anyone's cold in the darkness. Gotta keep going, that's what he will want. I worked that Friday, that same day he passed. I had that shit, I was on that stage. Had to stand up in the lights and use the words I have in sight. I did my best to not to cry. I did for my dad, I'ma be alright. That's the struggle of being an artist. You got to give it for all your passion. Ain't spit it with the folks on it. Yeah, homeboy, they're rockin' big, especially for black artists, but they say they got black power. Talk about God, they don't wanna hear it. All they care about is Black Lives Matter. Some chicks don't ever get the grind, or the thoughts that go inside my mind, or the ways I work so I can rise. While I'm saying, write it down, the rhyme. Sometimes hard to get stuck in your own head. Remember the words God said, made in His image, made in like this. Hard believe that when you go through the pressure, powers don't go away easy. Spin out of control, got me feeling so crazy. Trying to find the light side, seems so hard. Swimming through these uncharted water. It's hard to put it death with my father. Why try to get with somebody's daughter? I don't get the concept, but this is the way to have to acquire safety out from my exit. Exit. Okie dokie.
Listen, wait. Mika said, did he just rhyme ostracize?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got? Where you want them to go? What they want you? What you need them to download? Like, what's up? Let them know. Let the people know. You're muted.
You muted.
Oh wow.
He said nice things. He said nice things.
Yeah. Anyways, name of the song is called Train of Thought. You can find that available on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. It's on my EP, Rehabilitation. You can go stream that. And I got other songs as well. I recently dropped a single, which I might perform later tonight. So, yeah.
Ooh, new shit.
You mean the one you will probably perform later tonight? Because if we get to round 2, that's what you just said. You made that promise to us. That what we just heard.
He will.
Yeah.
All right. I just want you to know now. I expect to hear the new one because you just mentioned it. So
she got expectations now. Okay.
Yo, guys.
No pressure.
New song. I'm gonna get this poem. I'm like, nah, we gonna have that. Nah.
Listen, I love y'all. Yo, y'all smiles in this room are like so beautiful. All of y'all just look so happy. I love it.
How could we not be
Imani,
happy?
yes. Can I take a screenshot? Can I get a screenshot of all of us smiling, please? Because it's mad cute. Okay, on the count of 3. 1. Wait, I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes. Oh yeah, mad cute. I love it. I'm weird like that. I'm like that mom that's like, take a picture every 5 minutes.
We're all happy looking. That's an important moment to capture. I mean, we were all genuinely smiling. So of course, I'm here for it.
Yes. You know, there's this thing that I do. I never really realized it, right? But I noticed that when I'm looking at pictures, like, you know, going through pictures and I see a picture of myself smiling, I immediately smile from seeing the picture. So like, I didn't realize that until one day my daughter was like, why are you smiling so hard? And I'm like, because I'm smiling so hard in this picture and it made me smile. So now I like to tell people, like, if you're ever feeling down and you're feeling like, you know, you're having a bad day, go and find that picture of yourself smiling, a moment where you documented that happiness, and like, look at that picture. There's no way you're not going to be able to look at yourself and like smile and be like, look at that, look at this happiness. It looks good on me, you know? So do that. Little tip, little J Rose tip for the night. But let's keep it going. Who we got next?
So we have Violetra coming next, but on deck is Carrion J. Phillips, if I'm saying it right. I'm hoping I'm saying it
Yes,
right.
all the way
Okay.
from Australia.
What? Okay. I'm going to have to hear what they got
Kieran
to
is
say.
in tomorrow. He's in the future.
Let us
So,
know how it's looking out there.
all right.
But Violetra's next. So let's hear what Violetra's got to say first.
All right. What you got for us tonight?
Hey everybody, thanks for inviting me, J Rose, and say hi to Leah if you see her somewhere.
Don't worry, I will. She's at a wedding tonight, so she's celebrating love somewhere while we're celebrating magic.
I couldn't hear, like, my internet's bad, so I couldn't hear like everybody, but next time I'm gonna bring a song. Not this time. I'm too shy, like paranormally shy, I would say. Like it's weird, but I think I only sing in private, so I'll just it's called The Trenches of Craft, and it's after a phrase that I heard Tonga Wyson Martin say that said something to the effect of spend some time in the trenches. Spend some time in the trenches. It'll do you good. You've spent too much time watching, ambushing, thinking away around your words. What did you write about back then? Quietly simmering in your father's house, thinking of how you wanted to set yourself free. The crowded city, and later, thinking of how you wanted to set yourself free from the crowded city, and later from the lonely woody cabin where you spent 2 years thinking about where you would flee next. Exhausted by so much packing and moving, always transitioning into another stage, like the musician hiding behind his instrument, his eyes poised in perfect balance between the immaterial worlds of his sonic dreams. And the throbbing crowd breathing beside him, beating in symphony, a symphony of bodies contracting and expanding in alternating waves of delight. The light in your voice shifting as the afternoon let its dusty mane fall into the water, settle into silence. Somehow, you would remember only the endings and the beginnings. Your fingers resting upon the infinite keyboard like a runner focused on the slightest trembling of the air, seeing inward as his closed eyes remember the terrain, the familiar topographies of love seeping into your fingertips, your body a receptacle, filling and emptying itself, filling and emptying itself until the final paroxysm scattered across the room like a wave shock traveling through the seats before it was all over. The earthquake and the race, your body seething in the dark behind a curtain, shielded by the terminal silence. This is what you came to do. The unleashing of such paroxystic grace that now you're finally done. You have nothing left. Return. Spend some time in the trenches, polishing your craft, sharpening your ears to find another song that is born to die. Thanks for listening.
Shit. I was muted this whole time and I'm like, wow. That was beautiful. I love the title too. I'm absolutely like captivating.
Yeah, definitely the imagery in it was so Like I even commented in the thing, it was like the imagery, like you just took us into this whole other world and moment. And I was like, I just want to stay there. I want to see what's happening. Yes. So amazing job.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. And I put down your info because I didn't want it to like cover your face while you're performing. So if you guys please make sure you connect, follow each other in whatever spaces people are. Please make sure that you guys are building with each other. It's the best thing that we have is each other, right? We all we got, as Leah would say.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's in the room, if anybody's watching on Facebook or YouTube and you're trying to get into the studio, we see that you're trying to get in. We're going to start making some space for you guys to come before we go into round 2. So if you guys performed and you do want to stick around, if you can please stick around and watch on Facebook or YouTube so we could make some space for more performers to hit the mic. And then we have your info. You hear us call you back into the studio. You can just join us back into the StreamYard. Please and thank you. Who do we have up next though, Dara?
So next we have Kyrian, and Mariah is on deck. So Mariah, get ready. I can't wait to hear what you're going to drop. But Kyrian, lay your gifts upon us all.
Yes, all the way from Australia.
Oh my goodness. No wonder there's sunlight behind you.
I know. Karen always brings the daylight.
You're muted.
You're muted, Kieran.
There we go.
I'm here, Kieran. Yeah.
Kieran, sorry, I don't know why I said
Kieran,
it like that.
sorry. That was me. It's a new name.
You're right, it's Irish. It's all good. Oh wow, it's I'm a songwriter. I'm not normally lost for words, but I'm just so humbled because a lot's happened since I came on here first. I've done lots of performing around here in Melbourne and meeting lots of cool people, and I put some songs up online. So yeah, and we're unfortunately we're back down in lockdown here. There's a bad strain of the virus around, so we're just trying to keep it together and stay safe. So
Wow, that's scary.
yeah, tough times, but we've just got to try and keep it together. So I got this song that it's up on Spotify, and that at the moment it's called Sunshines. Here we go. Sometimes sun shines directly on my field, leaving me to ponder what shouldn't be revealed. Sometimes good wine slips straight down my throat. Isn't it so fine as anyone would know? I'm mesmerized by the thought of all this. Just being alive is something I can't resist. Sometimes my mind revolves in a whispering. Out there, beware, this sense might do me in. Sometimes nightlife catches up on itself. Too much of good fun, such a hazard to your health. I'm mesmerized by the thought of all this. Being alive is something I can't resist. Yeah, yeah. Sun shines. Sun shines. Sun shines. Sun shines.
Mm. Mm.
Hey,
Karen, you're a whole vibe.
thanks. Just, I'm a bit more awake now. 'Cause, yeah, like you said, we're in the future. It's 11 in the morning or something here. So have I
I
got
love
any
it.
more time, or thanks, or is
Yeah,
that
you
it?
want to do another song? Go ahead. You have a couple. You have a couple minutes to do another one. I want to
Sure.
like sit at a campfire with you and your guitar. Like that's.
And you literally have everyone sitting here rocking. I'm watching everyone moving to and swaying to your music.
Yes.
Well, I just try and bring the vibe. That's all I do. So thank
Said
you.
I bring the vibes. I love it.
This one's inspired by Eric Clapton. It's called "Further On Up the Road." Further on up the road, it's a little bar I know. We can stop and have a drink, relax a little while and think. Further on up the road, it's a young girl I used to know. When it came to her love, sure was no show. In the end, find there's too much stuff to mend. You might as well just lose your mind, running out of time. Further on up the road, by the mansion on the hill, and that old Uncle Scrooge lives there still. Further on up the road, further on up the road, collecting all the tax from half of what you give. Don't get much of it back. In the end, you find there's too much stuff to mend. Might as well just lose your mind, running out of time. Here we go.
Woo!
Had a little memory blank, but I got back on track. So
That was amazing.
Oh damn
Thank
it! I
you.
keep forgetting to unmute myself.
Whoops.
Jay, you all right?
Yes, I'm good. I loved it. I said a lot of nice things, but I loved it.
It all can be summed up in nothing but love for your work.
Thanks everybody. So yeah, I think you could see my. I'm still waking up. I think you can see my my Instagram there and all that stuff. But yeah,
Yes. Do you have your music on YouTube or Spotify or anything like
yeah,
that?
I've got a couple of videos, and I've got this little song called "Found" that's quite special to me. And this Alicia Keys one you might remember, and what else? Oh, and yeah, "Sunshine's" the first one I played. So yeah, check it out, and thanks everyone for listening. It's really cool.
Awesome. I'm so glad you
Thank
made it.
you.
I'm
That was
glad.
amazing.
Did you have your coffee? Yeah, your morning coffee.
I had one. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm feeling a bit alive now.
What time is it there?
It's just 11 in the morning. Yeah, Saturday. So
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
Okay.
we'd be rocking. Yeah, well, we're musos. It's a bit early, but it's all good.
Well, we're super
Not a bad
glad.
thing.
We're super glad we had you sharing your work, and do stick around. We may be going for a round 2. So I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think I've seen
we
you
will.
before, but I definitely enjoyed it. So I'm glad to be introduced to you.
Thanks,
Yay.
everybody.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So we're almost to our feature, but we're not there just yet. So we're super hyped by feature because I personally love this person so very much. But
Hey,
before we
y'all
get
gonna make me
there,
Millie Rock. I'm sorry.
because we're gonna have to do the whole real introduction for you because you're so super dope. We're gonna have to both introduce you. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be, we're gonna have to do a whole. So before we get there, we do have someone else who's going before you. So you are on deck, but Mariah, it is your turn to bless the mic and let us know what you got.
All
Oh,
right, going before Mika. That's a lot of pressure, by the way. I'm just saying that right now. I'm up here trying to keep the energy on a high. Shout out to Mika though. Dope, dope, dope. Phenomenal artist. Love you. I'm so here for what you have in store, and I'm so excited to laugh, to cry, whatever you got going on. I'm really excited for it. So I am going to do a poem. I recently wrote this poem. I actually had it in me to actually finish this poem. It's been sitting in my phone for the last 3 months. And quite recently, I went through a very traumatic experience that happened to me. I like to say happened for me, despite of how like things looked at that moment. And this poem is really kind of just a reassurance not to put a period when there needs to be a comma in my life, and understanding that there is still a purpose and a calling over my life. And I have to make the decision to press forward in that, despite the battles that I endure. So this is a testament to that.
Oh, I love you, Mariah.
I love you too, Jay. Kitchen naps, brown-skinned girl with hair in transition between staging protests and societal acceptance, fell in love with words for the first time. I be 10, maybe 11th in, curls under grandma's hem. I lay curious, gazing wide-eyed at the world around me. I was given pen, and I wrote a Sistine Chapel bar from its ink, named it my first body of work. Told my mama I was proud at a world I can envision with one stroke of my imagination. Told my body we had work to do. I needed her to carry these words like she sharpened my tongue when my voice learned to navigate through souls and write love back into their spine. This ain't no poet mantra, no bedtime stories we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. This is what it feels like when you tried to name your season a death sentence and God renamed her purpose. I gave birth to her long before I knew what labor was, long before I knew my voice had a stake in this game. Never played poker, but I learned to gamble with my thoughts on blank pages, conquered stages. Even after I was bent over at the knees and cut at my roots, I still never lost sight of my ability to stand and press forward through the ruins that tried to take a claim on my name. That's it. By the way, this is
Always.
the first time I've recited that. I'm gonna be very honest with you, Jay. That was literally a rough draft. I kid you
She
not.
always she always come in here with the rough draft bullshit, and the piece is fire already. Like, what rough draft?
That was a rough draft. Like I have not like fine-tuned this to like where I want it to be, but I felt like it was good enough to say at an open mic, and so I just like have it placed on my mind, on my heart to kind of like share that with others. So that was like my. But Jay always gets on me. It really was a rough draft though.
Listen, you know what? I have to show a little transparency. I forgot to put your information up on the screen, so please smile. Give us your beautiful smile. We need people to connect and follow my girl Mariah. Let me tell you something about Mariah, okay? I am in forever debt to her because of just some of the most to her, it was probably like the most basic advice she's probably ever given somebody. And it literally like changed my life. So I love her. I have so much respect for you. You're an amazing young woman. I love watching your growth, and you inspire me. And if I ever need to drown a fish for you, I will. Okay, just know I'm with all the shits, Mariah.
Man, you just said drown a fish, though. I just want to point that out. You just said drown a fish.
I don't need to drown fishes, but
I will do it for you, Mariah.
Oh.
So I'll make that shit happen.
I mean, I have to say, there was like, seriously, in addition to J. Rose's sigh, I actually sighed at the same moment. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So yes, that's all I can say. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Mariah, do you have any projects that you are? Please tell us.
For all those who are watching, I do have a poetry album out. It's like Flowetry Vibes meets 2020, because that's when it was kind of written, came out 2020. But it's still like relevant. If you go on Spotify, it's on all streaming platforms. So I definitely know on Spotify or Apple, Mariah Scott is the only Mariah Scott on there. So if you just see Mariah Scott, it's gonna pop up. Also, I do have a lifestyle brand called What Black Joy Looks Like. I am on a mission to normalize Black joy. So we have a couple of events. We have a couple of content that's going to be dropping. We have new shirts that are going to be dropping as well. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I really want as many people as possible to really kind of join our movement of normalizing Black joy and restoring humanity back to the Black narrative, because we are more than what people have put out, which is this idea of Black pain. That is not the Black experience. And so we are here to share the Black experience, the full story from all multifaceted lenses. So thank you all.
Yes.
That's what we're here for. Yes.
So, I don't know who goes first in starting this like introduction of this.
You got this. Okay. You got it.
So let me just like crack my knuckles and get ready for what we gotta share. Exactly. Like me. This feature is so dope. I can't even I don't even know if I can do words justice to explain how much of a stan I am for this individual, because their work is so incredible. Their sound is so amazing. Every time they're sharing their work, you're like, what? Say what? She just came up with what? She said, what? Did you hear it? What? That's all I can do in response to this artist's work. But not only is she just an amazing artist, she pretends like she can't sing, even though she does sing in her music, in her poems. So let's acknowledge that. Two, she has a show. Oh my gosh, why is the name not on my mind? But I know our host was just on it recently. So she has the dopest podcast, one of the dopest podcasts. I know J. Rose has a podcast too, so it's hard to say the dopest when it's all these dope ones happening out there. But she's an influencer. She's a whole vibe. She's just everything. You just once you in her presence, you know you in her presence. So I'm gonna say, at least, I don't know if you got something else to add, but let's also acknowledge that this person is on birthday behavior right now, because their name ain't even their name on this screen. Their name is their Cash App. So please bless this amazing artist with her non-named self, because her name is her Cash App. Mika J. Woods, you are incredible. Happy birthday. Come and bless all of us who are within earshot, and we'll see this at some other point.
Yes. Welcome, Mika.
I'm dying. She called me out for the Cash App. I was like, it's always my StreetYard name. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was like, I messaged J. Rose on the side, like, is Mika's name like that on purpose? Like, what is happening?
I was like, yeah, she did that. That's default.
I was like, okay, that's
it's default. I'm so sorry.
That's
Well,
all right. It's all
I
good.
know the name of your show, and it's called The Hungry Poets TV. Yes, and
Yeah.
I was on it. I had the pleasure and the honor of being interviewed on the show, but she recently launched her second season, and you can tell them more about it later. But I want to welcome my good friend and probably one of the few people that I don't get mad if they call me at 7 o'clock in the morning just to talk. Like I ain't even lying. She called me at like 7 o'clock this morning, and when I answered the phone, she was like, "I'm so glad to have friends like you that are up in the morning." And I'm like, I don't even know why I answered this call.
I'm up and cheerful. 7 a.m. Good morning.
Oh, that's a lot of energy.
And nobody has to work today, but thanks.
You know
what you got for us, baby? And her birthday's tomorrow, so please, we want it in the comments. Please drop in the comments some birthday love. You see the Cash App already. Send that birthday change. You know, the stimmy money. Like, send it.
You know, guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here for Visual Voices. I feel very special because it's my birthday weekend. I feel very special. I feel very privileged. I am grateful to J Rose. Thank you, Dara, mwah, mwah, my co-author on Bleed and Moist. I don't know why, but I really like saying the word moist. I don't know about y'all.
Moist is a great word. It's a great word.
I feel it. It's like moist. Like, you gotta be a little nasty with it. You know, like if my reverend was to say moist, I'd be like, could you not? Like just say something else. Just say it's damp, you know?
I love it.
But let me get into this poetry because y'all didn't come here to just hear me chat.
We love it.
I will listen to you do anything. I'm here for it.
You guys really make me feel so special. I swear. Ay, qué lindo. So let me let you know who I am. For the people who don't know me, I'm Mika J. Woods, right? So I'm going to start with a piece called My Name Is. I was the girl with the super black name. My parents had no care of what society would say each day that my name was called for attendance. They never thought of the amount of misguided attention that would be paid to something that they donned me with, all while having such good intentions. See, my mama, she thought it was pretty. And my daddy, he knew it had meaning. And they placed it on me with such a joyous feeling. And I'm telling you, my mama was beaming all about her baby girl who was her mini me. And she was so happy that she couldn't see that the name that she had placed upon me had created its own corporate ceiling that will cause me to spend my life unintentionally peeling back the layers of stereotypes that were placed on me at birth. Not knowing the deep-seated racism that would unearth each time my name was called first. Then it was mistakenly misspelled, mispronounced, misunderstood, or misread by a prick who just said Swarovski, Guggenheim, Mackenzie, or Goldenbad. But my 7 letters, which paid homage to the city of Mecca, made you stumble so hard you tripped up and said what was really going through your head, which was insert super black girl name here, last name J. Woods. But aloud you read Chiquita or Sacagawea or Shalamiqua J. Woods, none of which are my name or even close to it. So let me spell it out for you, for those who have yet to get it. My name is Shamika. S for the sands of the Saudi Arabian shore. H for the hands that poured a lot of love into my heart. M for the many slaves that carried this name before me. E for the effervescent sound I hear each time it's said perfectly. K for the Kaaba in which all prayers are directed to. A for the absolute shame you should hear if ever you missay my name again. I am Shamika, like Tamika Mallory from Black Lives Matter. Mika, like the princess in Coming to America too. Mika, like me, Mika J. Woods, only if you know me.
Golly, man.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, thank you guys.
Oh, yes, sis. Yes. Oh,
Hallelujah. Say church. Hallelujah.
I'm done. Was that AC? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So So as you know, I'm gonna let you guys, y'all gonna learn a lot about me in these pieces that I'm sharing with you tonight. So my next piece is very close to my heart. So now that you know my name and how proud my mother was because I look just like her, I want to share with you a little bit more about her. And I love her dearly. But this one was to her because things were hard. I didn't write this to embarrass you, Mom, but this is my therapy. I spent one too many years masking this tragedy. That is me. That started with you because you were supposed to be the example of what true love means. But the call of your addiction meant more than the cries of your baby girl. And I needed you as much as I hate to admit I still do. I didn't write this to embarrass you, Mommy. But I want you to know, I just want to know why I was never good enough. Did my smile not soften your heart? Did I cry too much? Was I not what you wanted? Did my infant eyes look into your soul and ask for the love that you could never give yourself? They say that your child resembles the person you hated the most, and I look just like you. As I write this, I don't mean to embarrass you, Mommy, but there are so many times I cried into sob-soaked flattened pillows, cursing God for separating you from me because in my adolescent mind, I thought you were love to me. Then meeting you and realizing that it was all just a fantasy. As I write this, I don't mean to embarrass you, Mommy, but I wanted you to be better. I wanted you to heal yourself and then come and do the same for me. I wanted you to heal yourself and then come do the same for me. I didn't write this to embarrass you, Mommy, and I'm sorry if it does, but these are the walls that I have had up for so long that it made it impossible to love. And although I know you now, Mommy, I can't say that I feel any different. I waited so many years for you to come and subside my fears, not knowing that God had already given me the cloth that would wipe away my tears. As I write this, I think I didn't mean to embarrass you, Mommy, but I am happy to say that although I look just like you, I am not you. I am the person that God made me to be. I traveled the road that he needed me to see, and I can honestly say that I am not mad at you, Mommy. As an adult, I understand your struggles, and I understand that they were never with me. I see now that you face your own personal demons daily, and if I judge you, it could not be done fairly. So as I write this, I really mean that I don't mean to embarrass you, Mommy, but writing this was my therapy. And the questions that I asked you, God has already answered in me. So I love you, and I hope that this didn't embarrass you, Mommy.
You almost made me cry, Mika.
I'm sorry. I almost cried. I'm not going to lie. That poem is very hard for me to read, but I wanted to give you guys my everything. Like, I waited for this feature. I was excited for this, and I wanted to give you guys my soul, like my heart, my soul. And here it is. I'm serving it up on a platter tonight. You guys see me. I'm in my full home space. J. Rose says she never sees me at home. I'm home today. For this show, I specifically stayed home so y'all could see my stuffed animals, the pictures of my grandma, and everything.
I thought you was going to be out.
No. I stayed home the night before my birthday because I was so excited about this, and I want to give you guys everything that you deserve, which is my pure soul.
I love you.
And you're amazing.
I just really have to really take in the fact that you shared that with all of us. I feel like it's so beautiful that you were, because I've known you for all of 2 seconds now, and it's like for you to share your story. I can relate, and then I can't, because I had a very troubled upbringing with my own parents. Neither one of them was on drugs, though. But I do know what it's like to love someone who battles addiction. I also battled addiction myself. I know how it can hurt someone, especially when you love them. And so I just, that was great. That was great.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
And you're beautiful, and you're strong. You're so strong, and I love it.
You guys are making me feel so special.
I told you, your whole experience. You just had us all in the emotions. So continue on. Let's get some more of your soul on the screen.
All right. So as my journey continues, you see, as I've grown, I struggled with my mom and things like that, and it was with my birth mom, and that came with struggles with my birth father, of course. You know, I'm a child of foster care, which I love my adoptive parents. They're everything to me. I love my birth parents too, so don't think anything of that. But my struggles continued, and they continued in love. As I said, you know, it made it impossible to love because I had so many issues. But this piece is it's called "I Think He Likes Me," and you guys just you'll hear it. I think he likes me, but I'm not sure if it's real. I want to believe everything he says, but I low-key know the deal. He got a situation at home, and he may be keeping it a buck, but I'm tired of being alone, and he sure knows how to fuck. I'm pretty sure he likes me, but I'm not sure for what. If he's really trying to get to know me or if it's all about this nut. I feel like I want more from him, but he reminds me so much of my daddy. So if I play the part of my mommy, then this story has ended before it started, sadly. Am I wrong? Because I still want to have his daughter? Beginning another generational curse, leading a lamb to slaughter for another generation's son to deal with after what's left in my daughter? Because she is raised by another single mother, for it's the curse of single mothers raising daughters with the absence of a father, struggling to be both parents while paying the rent, praising to God to repent for all the sinful thoughts that you have thought about that man, saying to yourself in the mirror, yes, you can, pull yourself together, prepare your daughter for whatever a grown boy raised by another single mother will present to her, knowing that no matter what, her heart will be unjustly broken one day by a boy who she thinks really likes her. And even if she is not sure if it's real, she will believe everything he says, already knowing the deal because of the situation she has at home, as she grew so tired of seeing her mother alone. If she is keeping it a buck, so she let him fuck. Falling victim to the cycle, she will bring the third generation born fresh out of luck because she thinks she likes him. So yeah, that was She Thinks She Likes. I Think I Like Him. I'm sorry,
Wow.
I'm tongue-tied because I've never given this much emotion to anybody at one time. So
jeez, don't drink after this.
so I'm not girl. If I was to drink after this,
I like. Please get off the stage. You're making all of us feel bad.
I feel like my poem was nothing.
I can't sing anymore after this.
Don't listen, Mika, she coming through with all of it. Let's go.
I'm giving y'all emotion on this Friday night.
We're here for it. We're here for it.
It's about to turn around. It's about to turn around after this, because this one's not.
After we get worse, it's going to get better. It's going to get lighter after
yes. Because after I said I liked him or whatever, and I thought, you know, I was ready to get on a cycle because I really liked him like that. He then popped up with another chick pregnant. So this one was to him. It's called I'm Not Your Baby Mother.
Oh, I love this piece.
I want to say I'm mad at you, but I'm not. I want to say that I can't believe you said what you said, but I can. I want to say that what you did was unheard of. I want to stand in my conviction saying, no, not him. But sadly, I know that if I speak these lies, those who hear me will be misled. Because I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself. And you have told me your truths, but yet them I still cannot digest. And what you did sat in my greatest fears pit. And what you telling me your truth, I thought that meant you were true. So stupid and silent, I stood next to you. Like Melania Trump, forgetting that I am the diamond that you have to dig to find underneath the lump of coal that is you. And sadly, I made it easy for you to bury me, then to use me, to use what you could and discard the rest because I'm not your baby mother. My house is quiet and calm and chicken nuggets are not on the menu. And I have time to dedicate to cater to just you because I am not your baby mother. So there are no kids to wake you up at the crack of dawn, and there is no little person asking you to add games to your phone. So of course you find delight in coming to my place late at night on my quiet, well-lit street with my Egyptian cotton sheets where I live alone, so I keep my place somewhat neat. You found comfort because I'm not your baby mother. So I don't give you the consistent bother of needs and pleads of things that should be done by you. I am not the bill that will always have to be paid from the moment of that child's conception until you lay in your grave, because you chose not to breed me. Like the tree, the branded trinity, my bloodline will go extinct, no longer existing after me, because I'm not your baby mother. But that doesn't mean that I didn't want to be. But you made that decision for me, choosing to give her your first seed and then come back to me like I'm supposed to be accepting of this newfound family and take my place respectively as your side piece, knowing that no matter how much you tell me you love me on your list of priorities, I place at maybe, if I'm lucky, on a good day, I'm number 3. Because I'm not your baby mother, nor am I your wife. So that leaves you with no obligation to me. So you give me your truths, but it means nothing because with her is where your heart is lying. As well as your lips, if you stand there denying that that is where you now belong. No longer with me or with her or with she. You belong in that house every night with your family because I'm not your baby mother. So I get to choose me. So a decision that you made for me, which was originally upsetting, is now the reason that has revealed itself as why I'm not stuck settling for you. So I'm grateful to have had you and so easily let you go. Because I'm not your baby mother. So yeah. Hello?
Yeah, you tell him, girl. You tell him.
Ooh. Well, first
Ain't
of
no
all,
damn chicken nuggets up in here.
Ain't no chicken nuggets in my house.
Well, first of all, fuck him, and you not his baby mother. Like, yes, fuck him, and he should hear this, and fuck him. Okay.
Yes,
but
I'm good.
And she could cook, so definitely no chicken nuggets because we
ain't
got
no
the
chicken
real
nuggets
deal.
in my house.
She said chicken nuggets are not on the menu.
No.
Not on the menu.
That's crazy, but that's funny.
Okay, so let me move into the next piece. Because although I'm not his baby mother and I'm not serving chicken nuggets, that dick hit. I can't even lie. Like, y'all know, it's always the guys that really just are about nothing in life that be out here with the like, you know what? Let me call you again. You said call you after 9 because the kids is asleep and your baby mother go to work. Okay. Because it was real. It was real. Don't judge me. Judge your mother. But here's my next piece. It's called Just Like Candy. Because, yeah.
Damn.
I can't lie. I like the way he touches me. Although I know he's bad for me, he sends my body through the symphony like he is playing the set of chords that was created to be played only on my body by him. I can't explain this harmonious feeling. It's like, I don't know if you understand me, but his lips only marvel and taste to aged brandy. Known, wise, and powerful, not known to break or cower away from a fine piece of chocolate like me. And this cocoa, it runs deep. Can't you see? I'm dark like a Hershey's Kiss, filled with more surprises than a whatchamacallit. And each time we meet, I'd reintroduce his Snickers to my Milky Way, starting with just these lips, making sure to get his nips, reveling in the fact that he is not mine and I am not his. It's not paradise calling, no joy. But yet, I still drip chocolate from his lips down to his knees because that's what he does for me. He makes my chocolate melt. And like its namesake, it's laced with an aphrodisiac that is, well, felt. I mean, have you ever had something so good that it's, well, bad for you? Like Godiva? You say that you would have it every day and you swear in your head that if you would, you could. That's how I feel about my Mr. Good Bar. He is plenty and good and I'm low-key like I wish a bitch would lay a finger on my lover's finger. But he is not mine and I am not his. So I sit back and wait for him to give me a lay. Give me a lay. Come to my place and give me that big black cock. And when he is here, he is sure to keep this pussy on lock because he has taken his time to master and manipulate. I said that was master and manipulate. Yes, that was master and manipulate this pussy. And just like that M recipe, he has told no one, as it should be, because he is my Willy Wonka and I am his secret chocolate factory, allowing his fingers to roam freely as Oompa Loompas should be, singing joyously. Oompa Loompa doopity dee. I'll make her come before I enter you. See, Oompa Loompa doopity dee. And she will squirt all over her sheets. And I oblige, knowing that it is time to make this chocolate melt. And as he unloosened his belt, I got too into what I felt. So this poem ends with a, oh well.
Yes.
What? I'm gonna respectfully leave and watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm gonna respectfully take my black ass and watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't like you no more. I'm
Why, son?
You're Imani's new best friend.
Mika is
you
an
don't even need to watch
experience.
porn after hearing that. It's like beautiful. Great.
Listen, here
Black
for
love
it.
all day.
You guys are
Here for
crazy.
it. Did you have another
Crazy.
piece? Did you have another
We
piece
just
for us
following you.
before?
Do you mind if I do one that is what I think is a crowd favorite?
Yeah.
It's called Insatiable.
Yes, of course. You can do my favorite poem.
Yes, please play that poem on us.
let's listen to Imani something else.
I already let you know I was a freak, so now just let me let you know how it goes. Like the here go. She's always hungry. Salivating at even the thought of being fed, she moistens her lips and gets a little stiff as my mind begins to drift. She's pumping all of the blood out of me. She's weakening my knees. I gotta sit down. She's killing me because she's throbbing, more like screaming, more like singing that she's hungry. She's singing for me to stock her little shop of pleasures. She sings, feed me, Mika, feed me right and now. She's insatiable, and I'm just trying to live. Walk past my male counterparts withholding this gift that I have to give, but I hear her growling because she's seen something that she likes. So she begins conceptually building her power for the prey that she plans on encountering tonight. She's figuratively licking her lips as her prey she approaches. She's taking over my mind as my body she poaches. She has given him space to invade my fortress. She has ready for a snack, and this man's name is Hostess. And now, before I know it, I have his number saved and coded as Dick. All because she sang, feed me, Mika, feed me right and now. And so I fed her. I fed her his incredible dick, made sure to wear a condom so I'm protected from kids, fucked him like he was fresh out from doing a bid, fucked him so good he'll always reminisce on what I did. And then I walked away like he was no more than an itch I had to rid. But I said I'm bugging because I hear her growling. I say, I just fed you. You can't be hungry again. And she looks up at me and says, yeah, I want more, and not from him. I want to taste that guy that you say is just a friend. And at the thought of him, her song began. Feed me, Mika, feed me right and now. Why won't you feed me, Mika? You know I'll make you proud. And so I waited a week and I fed her again, making sure to give it my all so her appetite I tend, not even thinking about all the personal freak rules that I bent. I truly thought that she'd be spent. But after he put the tool away that he had lent, and before I could get on the elevator and they could close their doors and I could begin my descent, her appetite sparked and her song began. Feed me, Mika. Feed me right and now. Why won't you feed me, Mika? Only you know how. And that's when I realized she's insatiable. And this will be the song that never ends. So I'm Mika J. Wood.
How you be pretending you don't sing? Can we just like go back and talk about how you just lied to us, bold face it, I don't sing, and then you do that poem? Like, can we not talk about that? You're amazing, Mika.
Dara,
Yes,
you're making
you
me blush.
are.
I'm too drunk to be out here blushing.
I'm just telling the truth. If you can't handle your own truth, then you're gonna have to deal with the blushing. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I've lost
sis.
interest in the conversation because you know you
Yes.
can want to front like you don't. I've lost interest in the conversation. I've lost interest in the conversation.
You're a fibber.
I saw that comment too, Dara, talking about fibs.
It's true. That's like my favorite poem of you. Well, actually, your lettuce poem is my favorite poem of yours, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because people just gonna have to go get moist to figure out what we're talking about when we talk about that lettuce poem. But
yes,
that's like my second favorite poem of yours because it is. Yes,
you already know that's my favorite poem.
I'm mad Chemistry said I wet the mic. I'm done.
You did though. You so did. Ain't nobody can come behind you. It's just slippery all now. What do you do?
It's like the stripper pole. You gotta get the powder. You gotta like wipe it down. Like,
yes.
I have never had my poetry compared to a stripper pole. That is hilarious.
So Mika, one, thank you because you are everything. Your whole vibe. You took us everywhere, made us feel a whole lot of emotions. Some of us will be repenting for them tomorrow.
Yo, she killed
tomorrow,
though.
Sunday. You know, whichever day you decide to repent. But how do we find you? What you got what you got out there that we need to
I know you
tell us about your whole show.
Those socials or whatever.
We need to know about your show too.
Yes, tell us.
Yes. So you can find me everywhere on social media at Mika J. Woods. That's MEKA J. Woods. And my show is The Hungry Poets TV. You can find The Hungry Poets TV on IG, Facebook, and on YouTube. Our show is live every third Thursday. You can check out our last episode, which premiered on May 20th with where's my finger going? With J. Rose. She's up over there in that corner. So featuring J. Rose, she was a dope guest, and we had Aaron Ridge come and perform his song "Empty." I only love you when my glass is empty. That song is different. Oh my god. He said, "I only love you when my glass is empty." If y'all ain't ever felt a song the way I felt that, I was like, I'm an alcoholic. Y'all know my life.
Yeah, he was amazing too. He was great.
Yes. But yeah, guys, please find me on social media. The Hungry Poets TV. We have poetry. We have food. We review restaurants. Please come and give us your love and your attention just for 1 hour a month, every third Thursday at 8 p.m. Yes, and also catch me hosting the Uprising Comedy Show every last Wednesday of the month at Star Bar
in Brooklyn. And I just want to say, can we all like real quick, because it's maybe in less than 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, it's going to be Mika's birthday. So can we just like wish you some blessings? Can we? Happy birthday, Queen.
What?
May you
I want to record this.
All right, on the count of 3. All right, y'all ready? Hold on, Chemistry got her arm up and shit. Like, I want to take a screenshot too. Okay, on the count of 3. Are y'all ready? Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. Sorry, I'm not good at this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I wanted to record it. I want to get a little recording going. You know what I'm saying? You know
Are
what
we
I'm
just
saying?
saying happy birthday? Or are we actually singing it, or what are we?
I mean, like, I can't sing, so
Ya queremos pastel.
yeah.
Ya
Yeah,
queremos pastel.
He's,
Aunque sea un pedacito, pero queremos pastel.
he wants
Happy
cake.
Yo, thank you,
birthday
people's poetry.
to you.
Come on, Imani.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mika J. Wood. Happy birthday to you.
See, I wish I went before Imani because I would have done a similar version, and now I feel bad singing behind her. I don't know how to. Like, I don't want to sing after that.
You're making us all look bad.
Exactly. I mean, I'll go, but now at least everyone laughed and maybe they forgot how dope of a job Imani just did.
Nah, she was also like Marilyn Monroe.
To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Mika, happy birthday to you.
You.
Just gotta make
We
it
got
fun.
some
Gotta make it
singers
fun.
in the building.
It's the only thing I sing well, but clearly not as well as Imani. So that's
Yo, I want a duet. For my birthday, I want a Imani and Dara birthday duet.
I got you.
All right.
Man, we really talking birthdays now.
Wait,
Huh?
she like, oh, I think her Wi-Fi like cut out and she froze and left. It's
But happy
okay.
birthday, Mika. We love you. Thank you for
love you.
blessing your mic today.
It's all right. This is all recorded, so I'm gonna send her a little clip of this, so she could like feel special. But thank you guys. Look, I'm not gonna try to sing. Listen, I can't. I'll rap. You know, give me some of that. I'll spit some
I'm a
bars.
rapper. I don't sing. I'll try to sing. So I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't the only one who
love
can't
you
sing, so
guys.
we all get that.
That was awesome.
Should we continue on? Because we have two
let's
more
keep
people
it going.
before we hit round two.
Yes,
So,
yes. Let's keep it going.
next blessing the mic is Poetically Nate, but on
Yes.
deck is Choice Reamer. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Do I even see the person?
Yeah, he's under People's Poetry Project.
There we go. People's Poetry Project. Got you. So, there you go. We said all these wonderful things about our love for you, just so you know, and it's all recorded.
I'll send you the video.
I was like, as soon as Dara started singing, I was like, eh. Oh.
You didn't even hear it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
I got through the first happy birthday to you, and then my internet decided, all right.
If you want to be tortured, you can listen to it again later. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send it to her. I'm gonna send it to her for sure.
So, thank you again, Mika. We really absolutely love you. Happy birthday. You gave us all the vibes today. And we appreciate you giving your heart to us.
Imani. Okay.
You guys are hilarious. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna hop out of the studio so somebody else can hop in. But you know me, I'm gonna be watching on Facebook. So, and I'll be in the comments.
Come on,
thank you. We love you.
I'm super gonna watch you, Nate. You know you're one of my peoples.
Yeah, I love you.
I
was gonna give you my favorite poem. Your favorite poem too.
All right.
Yes. I'll be in the comments.
Next up. All right, so how's everybody doing? Happy birthday, Mika. We're gonna turn up tomorrow if you want. All right, so Mika's favorite piece I would perform because she's a feature. It's her birthday. I'm gonna give her as a gift. It's called My 96 Carmine. Growing up, all I wanted to be was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that was rich and famous because everywhere I looked, there was a full house with a perfect family inside of it. I was a boy that meets a world with full of fake people who had nowhere to go but the corner, looking very curious and don't know what to do with themselves. Every night when I went to bed at night, I was wishing that every night will be a lucky night in the record in the rhythms of the night. But when I was in high school, I was a skilo, which is that I was a little bit tall with my 5'6" up, getting X out by a woman, telling her I got fire on it, knowing that I was poor in person but rich in heart. Family matters was more important because I had a car without no Harriet playing Steve Urkel. So did I do that? Not knowing right from wrong. So I had to learn from hanging out with Eddie Eduardo. My life could be a blossom because of how charming and disciplined I can be to other people, whoever comes at me. But then again, I want to be a king and queen to either woman who I ever meet, so I can shine at them and give them love. See, today too many city girls acting up on relationships such as wanting more than a man can bear, so they twist their goodies for nothing. But see again, I want a woman from a different world with greater brains like Moesha and also lane like the Parkers. But then again, I don't want to be another Paul Georgie kissing the girl's naked cry for any less. But I want to be the LL Cool J in the house who don't settle for less. See, everything I ask is not much, but I don't want to be mad about somebody anymore. Let's not play the low order game. All right, that's my piece. Can I do another one?
Yeah, go ahead, sweetheart. You got some time.
Okay. All right, let me pull up my doctor.
You got it. Why don't you
This
tell
what
people where you're tuning in from, Nate?
I'll tune in from the Bronx.
A BX BX.
Yeah.
Yes.
For Queenstown. All right, it's called Natural Selection. So many beats I can make with my daily life right now. So I'm back on the table like it's the new edition, weighing on this call for the sweet lady. Estimate my element and evaluate myself for this perfect love so I can come prepared for this phenomenal one. When I first see her, she was cultivating the space for others, and so as she caught my lovely eye with her sultry self. My responsibility was to create the space to resonate with the special me so our hearts could be pure, so my heart won't be settled for any dramas whatsoever, but I do anything for her love. I was like she could take me on a funky ride with her lovely self and ride her curvy ways down through her element. And during that time, I would just eat out all her dirty secrets she'd been wanting to tell me in order for her to get her out the shell. My love could be so delirious that she would never know that I was curious by learning about her. So I had to figure out to make you love to her heart and break her feelings and have her feeling like I was drug dealing. It got more freaky and freaky that she may start telling me her secrets while exploring her body. When I got connected to this person, I knew that I wouldn't be so wet in love. She took me on the trip to my self-published stuff, so I had to hand my heart off to her so she could understand all angles just to get to know me. Everything I said was my natural selection. Thank you, y'all. So follow me on Instagram. It's Poetically Nate. I got books available and I got merch. So, and happy birthday, Mika.
Aw, she's in the comments. She said you gave her life. She said, "Bring it, Nate." She's very happy. You know that's her favorite those favorite poems.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you,
so
Nate.
I'm gonna let y'all go.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So after the next performer, we're gonna go round 2. And so just so you know, Nate, Mika just said thank you, Nate, again in the chats. So she really appreciated your performance. So next we have the poets of People's Poetry Project. And then we'll go into round 2 and let y'all know how that's gonna go.
Yes. Welcome, Choice. This is your first time here. So glad that you made it.
Yes, no, good to be here. Appreciate the invite.
No problem.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear, my guy.
Why is the stop
This is my new mic. I just testing it out. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna do something new for you guys.
Hey, new shit.
New shit. Yeah.
Guys, when somebody says they got something new, you gotta unmute yourself and say new shit. Can we try that one more time? Everybody unmute yourself and tell us.
Say that again.
New shit.
Say it again. Say it again. I got a new.
Oh,
I got
say
a
it
new
again.
piece.
Oh, I was just saying I'm gonna try out some of that new stuff for you guys.
Hey, new shit.
All right. So I just spit it out, ready to go, or what?
We waiting for you. Shit, bless us.
Bring it.
Bring it.
All right. So this one's called "Never Give Up." Even though it sometimes feels like it lasts forever, it seems. It is not sewn into our seams. and we live on like rivers with their endless streams. Because no matter how many times we hide our screams, we will transcend in our dreams. So do yourself a favor and look back. Look into your past, into the darkness looking deep, into the darkest moments stealing your sleep, into the pitch black, and realize what you have passed, and realize the mess that you have endured and stressed, and how much has changed in what you had to range. But never engaging does not mean it cannot be engaged. Just need to engage and see how everything you thought was preordained and prearranged has now all rearranged, and nothing is as you thought was staged. Arrange your thought and seek what you have always sought. And don't forget all you have survived and all you have fought. And don't believe in what you forethought, because your life, the way you want to live, is yours if you ought. And look where you are compared to where you have been, and realize that where you are going is much better than what you ever thought. Because what you will get is better than what you ever thought. And you see, it's called the path of reason, because it does not last. We have passed it. It has never outlasted. Thinking like that is actually just our own treason. So this really is, and 'tis the season, to give our life meaning in our own reason. And there is no going back. We don't go back in time, we live in current time. Occurred currently in our occurring timeline. And the future is always endless, always unknowing. So don't believe we are predestined in a life or bought. Because if you look back, you'll see the one thing life has really taught. That our life can't be sold or bought, and we cannot be told what to do or what to feel. We are no one's to be so cold to telling us being so told that we are theirs to sell. And we don't need to wait to be bold until we are old to stand and yell. Because we are the ones with the power to still have laughter, even when we feel the slaughter. And don't you worry, you will raise a better daughter. If that's your choice, you choose, if chosen as your life story. A decision decided by what you decide. A decision that you inherently reside inside. Your destiny for your story that you get to survive. So never look at someone else's mistakes for being who you are in your life story. And don't for someone who does not understand where you stand. And never be afraid of taking it right in your hand. Because your life you want to live is right there. It's just not out of reach. You need the breath you hold in with every gasp. Let it go and allow yourself the relief and relieve to allow your vision in your sights, but right in your very own grip. With your wit and the grip you grasp is never out of your reach. And the breath you breathe in and withheld is nothing but a tiniest flying over your head, going by, passing your thought, just a minor nuisance. Because look at how far you have reached, where you really contend and where you are reaching when you used to be dreaming, when you were not even sleeping. No more time for sleeping, no daydreaming when we are living the life we live and used to be. No manner to manner. You are better a go-getter being a stone setter than being a setter, writing the stories and letters. Instead of being the one who went out and about and set the stone, who did not withstand what was thrown and did not live life like an unpaid loan. Because you don't need to live a life you deprive and believe in to the bone, when you are not the only one feeling this alone. So many other people have been just like you, or still are just like you, how you were. And they still thrive to survive in a life that they can strive and pride to reside in and never hide in. Because it does not matter where you are or where you have been. If you have sleepless nights with all these dreams and thoughts in your head, but not even when your mind is sleeping, What's the point of dreaming with your eyes wide awake, glaring and gleaming, staring at the ceiling when you are the one with the power your meaning to how you want to be seen? So don't let anything seem too far as it seems, because your nights only drain your willpower and devour your superpower and stop you from chasing the destiny that you dream every night so restlessly, because you can make it grow endlessly. Chase your dream and live your life the way you want it to mean. Stop wanting and start doing, because you are amounting to what you are grooming. So follow your dream. Find your true destiny you are truly destined to be. That's the lesson we are learning. Not that we are destined without a journey, but that we make our destiny. We are the rulers of our life and making the rules in our story. Kings and queens of our demise. No matter what the despise we despite, we are the ones who dispute, the judge and the jury. So we have the duty to live our story and make our own stories through any and all the countries in our path, so that we can live that can give someone else the chance to dance in their own life instead of just taking a glance and make their own story and experience their life, so they can bestow the truest romance of finding their own place in the world with your word. To be a worldly world, truly worthy within a worldly balance. Not looking through the cracks in place, but in one single instance. Climbing that fence in the way of your stance. Making our place where we stay to stand. Stare and glare into the face of your grace. Pass on from one another down until the end of the line, and back again until the very end of time. Bask in your life story. Don't just want and just pass on. Trust me and implore me, you will never be sorry. How it will leave you satisfied with a story of glory, making your story purified. How you purify and transcend with purity, with eyes that see right through the disguise, seen past all the eyes of the history past. Eyes, how it implies that only see life as pure. Life is not as far as it may seem. Life is what we truly believe. So, why do you only dream when you can live the dream?
Yes. Amazing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yes, you are on your spiritual.
Wow.
That one was a request. I had a request to do this topic on. I'll just read back the quote. The quote was a topic on never giving up and pushing through hard times to follow and accomplish your dreams.
Amazing.
So that was the topic.
Very, very deep. Very deep. Make sure you guys connect with People's Poetry Project. Don't you also host like virtual open mics on IG?
Yeah. I'm your host, the most choice rhymer, the one choice rhymer. I got a show every Sunday to come in and it's just on People's Poetry Project, Instagram, purely pure progress. And I'm just there to see you guys progress with success, and we're all in the same mess. So let's just do it.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Here for it. Thank you so much for popping in. We're going to do a round two. So if you want to stick around and share another piece for round two, we would love that.
I'd love to.
Awesome. Awesome. We had our next performer, and maybe his I don't know what happened. He was just here. He popped out.
He really was. I was like, wait, what? What?
Literally, I maybe, internet be acting up. Sometimes technology just doesn't want us to be great, and we gotta just keep pushing. So yeah, well, let's keep going, and when he pops back in, we'll just add him into the lineup.
Absolutely.
So
do you want to announce the next person?
Absolutely, because it would be weird if you did it. We're gonna kick off round two. And to set it off tonight, we're gonna have my amazing co-hostess with the mostest, the friend, the community poet, educator, like leader. I mean, the right hand to Poetics U. Like, she's out here just doing so much for our community. Like, not just coming in here to be like, oh, sure, I'll co-host with you, J Rose, for a night, but Dara, of course, I'm talking about Dara. Dara does a whole lot, not just with her work as far as like the events and the workshops and things like that, but just through her writing and the fact that she's written like 7,000. I keep saying that number because
you just keep making it bigger and bigger
because it's a ridiculous amount of numbers. She's written like let's just say 1 million poems, okay? She's written 1 million poems. I don't know how she does it. But please, without further ado, let's kick off round 2 with our girl here, Miss Dara Kalima. What you got for us tonight?
You don't mess me up completely, because now I'm like, what? I don't have 1 million. Okay, all right, sure, okay. So
hold on. Somebody said Mercury's in retrograde. That definitely makes a lot of sense.
that would be the cause for sure. So I know wait, this month isn't mental health month, is it? Or is it still, we're still in that month? Okay.
Yes, it's still May. May has not ended yet. We got a couple more days left.
So every month is a month. Like every month is like this month is. And so I don't know what month we ever in anymore. And I mean, this is, while people say the pandemic is over, it isn't. My brain is not back to like keeping track of days and schedules.
Facts.
So I have no idea what anytime anything is. But thank you for that introduction, J Rose. I appreciate you and love you. And I need to keep you in my corner because I forget to say things about myself. So I appreciate it when you do.
It's crazy because I be remembering everybody's shit and I forget my own. So like, don't worry, I got you.
Thank you. So I wrote this piece. When did I write this? I wrote this a month ago. So it's called Counsel. I run to my therapist with hope-filled desperation. Will you help me? Can you help me find a succession to the thoughts clog dancing through the ridges of my mind? Their rhythm reverberates with statements about my place and rank, about the price of my life that my mind would like to think is priceless, but the thoughts stamp cheap price tags at every possible chance. 60 cents. 60 cents. Because to many, I am still only 3/5. I beg my therapist, bring an end to the throbbing cause internally. Can't I just place my brain on this couch? Tell it to inhale soothing breaths while you pluck out the toxicity from the canyons buried within the grooves of the matter. The conflict between self-designation and others' perceptions has me stressing. How many will it take to get to the center of this mental fog? How many to decenter the obstructive thoughts that create a dissonance? No, a squabble beneath my cranium. Can you not hear the percussive sounds of their banging and thumping and thudding? Will writing their lies in meditation serve as medication? Getting them out instead of keeping them in? Should those words even be given a place on my stage, should those words even be given a place on my page, especially at this stage? I need the warring parties to agree to a truce, come to one accord so that I can be left to finally decompress. Sir, I came here for decompressing, but honestly, the pressure from the magnitude of this malignant inequality and its tumultuous tumor just keeps pressing on my softest tissues. The thoughts say repeatedly, I can't, shouldn't, when I am not allowed to swim, I should sink away to the places they state. I just want to float away. I just want one truly peaceful day in my life. Doc, can you help me, please? Help all of this to ease. Ding! Not until next week.
I love that poem, Dara. That is one of my favorite poems of mine of yours. For sure. By far.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Yes, yes, yes.
I
Right,
think
because we
in
all
my
know.
own class.
We all
I
know
did
when
write
you
for my
start.
class. I know we're not doing introduction and all that stuff. We already done that. Now we're gonna go speeding through. But before we get Jay Rose to go, I will say that I am the VP at Poetics University, which is a school that started during this time. This poem was actually written for my class, which is called Present, and it was all about being present and mindful as you write your work and do your thing. So before, I just wanted to share that so you understand where it was coming from. It was all that meditative place of like thinking and therapy. I also go to therapy a lot, so therefore I
As
just
we
put it out
all
there
should.
that we should all do it, and let's demystify what that means to go find yourself a good therapist. And because we all crazy right now, just no one gets it, but we have all experienced a trauma, and none of us completely right yet. So make sure you're still talking to somebody so that you can get your mind right, given everything that we've all experienced at this moment. But that said, that was my little PSA for half a second. Jay Rose.
Yes.
The amazing Jay Rose, who helps make this a thing and does all these amazing other things. Like, you've literally, I'm tired when I think about your portfolio of the things you do, between the classes you were teaching, between or the workshops you're now leading, between the J Rose experience, and you're traveling. I'm also jealous about that. Between the merch you got going, your hustle is super impressive and exhausting. And if you guys are not, I know some of you are new to Virtual Voices. What you see here, this is not where it stops. This is not where it stops. Jay Rose is doing the most, and she's doing it the most excellent way possible. So Jay Rose, so follow her and everything she's doing. Support. I'm keep pointing the wrong way. Support this amazing artist. And what you gonna lay on us, Jay Rose?
Hold on, my son is telling me secrets. Okay, you can wait. All right, you can tell me in a minute. He picks right now to come downstairs and start whispering in my ear.
It's so important. Mommy has to hear it right now.
It's always important. It'd be the most random-ish ever. All right, thank you for the intro. I really do appreciate you for kind of speaking on a lot of the things that I do. I really do. There really is a lot, and as exhausting it is for other people to explain it, it's exhausting for me too because I'm living it. But it's the kind of busy that keeps me going, and the work that I do at the end of the day, no matter how exhausting it is part of my purpose. So doing it and providing spaces for other people and opportunities for other people is really what I'm here for. So, I really appreciate you. And yeah, a girl be, sis be tired, but that when I sleep good because I know I'm serving my purpose. So it's fine. It don't matter. That's a good sleep. Thank you. I'm gonna share a piece with you guys. It's a real personal and vulnerable piece that I recently wrote, and I've been sharing it lately. Yeah, you're good to do your thing. If you need to, I see you, Choice. And then after I do my piece, we're gonna have King Soul come up and share some poetry, and Tyler Smith, who haven't had a chance to bless the mic yet. Oh, we got Lone Wolf in the building too. What? Okay. All right, latecomers. I see you. Thank you for showing up, though. You listen. You could be doing something else with your time, and you here sharing it with us. So I appreciate that. So let me get my poem that I recently wrote. I literally wrote it on paper.
Wow.
By a show of hands, who still writes their poetry on paper? Anybody? Yeah. Sometimes. Me too. Sometimes.
It's called the phone.
Yeah, mine's the phone. I definitely 90% phone and then 10% on paper. But there's something about me writing this poem on paper that this is the type of poem that needs to be on paper, not really in a phone. And you'll understand why when I read it. I don't normally write pieces like this. I don't normally talk about my family or my upbringing or my experience, my relationships with like my parents. I don't really touch on that in my poetry. So this is a very vulnerable piece. It's a poem about my relationship with my father. And I hope you guys like it. Let me like take a deep breath so I don't cry. Woo. Okay. Y'all hear me good? Yeah, we good?
Yes, we hear you.
All right, cool. I've been torn apart like the spine of a forbidden book, seeking refuge within hard covers so no one can read the trauma in my eyes. Stories that reside between the lines, ink weighing down on my chest, shortens my breath and the pages begin to unbind. Who can be blamed for the narratives that broke me? Is it the men who walked away with chapters their illiterate hearts could never comprehend? Or is it the validation I saw from them? Maybe it was the pages left blank by my father's pride, knowing he chose to keep misery by his side instead of the love right before his eyes. When did the man I once idolized get written in as the antagonist I now visualize? His inherited silence passed on as generational curses, so I bound spells in these verses, writing in my purpose in cursive. And despite resentment casting shadows without light to make me feel worthless, I still have a purpose. And my father's toxicity was his choice. The bed he made to lay in. So if I never hear him tell me that he's proud of me, that's okay, because I still have purpose. For years, I watched my parents tear pages out of each other's spiral notebooks, leaving behind those annoying pieces of paper, you know, that get stuck in the coils, the ones that kept our family together. And I just wanted to stop the pages from running out. But it was one manipulative paragraph after another. Lies, alienation, infidelity, verbal abuse. I keep growing, but what's the use? I never saw my parents love each other. Shit. They never even slept in the same room. That's the end of my piece.
Wow. Like
that was powerful. That was so
images
powerful.
of the torn pieces of paper, especially the ones in the annoying. Oh goodness!
You know what pieces I'm talking about.
Yes,
you gotta like dig in.
You gotta like slowly scrape it out.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not the whole piece; it's like in pieces, and you're like, yes, and that's kind of like, you know, I'm one of those imagery writers. I when I write my poetry, the way it looks in my head is like it's pictures. So I try to like write what I see in the pictures I see. So I'm a very like imagery full type of writer. So thank you. I really appreciate you guys listening to this vulnerable piece. And you know, I received the love that you guys sent. Thank you.
Thank you. So
all right, let's keep it going.
Next we have King Soul, and then on deck is Tyler.
Yes. Welcome back to Virtual Voices, King Soul. He was our featured poet a couple months ago, and I'm really excited that I'm going to get to meet him in person next week because he is on the guest list. And those of you that may not know, I have a talk show called The J. Rose Experience, and I travel to different cities and I interview poets based in those cities. And we are going to Tampa to film our 4th season, and I'm so honored to have King Soul who's going to be my guest. So now I get to talk to him like and get to dig into like more of the person behind the poet, and I love those are the, you know, the conversations that I really love. So so thanks. Please welcome King Soul.
Thank you for that. First off, I just want to say I've been sitting on like pins and needles for like weeks. Like I can't tell nobody. So now it's nice to hear that this thing is finna happen. I am super excited to be a part of it. Can't wait to meet you. But all that aside, I'm King Soul, solo outcast, understanding life. I'm a poet. I love doing poetry because I found it to be the most transparent and freeing way for me to express myself. So I'm gonna do 2 poems for you, and then I'm gonna slide out your way and let everybody else, you know, gushing all this dopeness that we putting in the air tonight.
Here for it.
Do you send up a prayer before or after you do dirt? Leave them hurt. Put in work. so to speak. Like now, as I lay you down to sleep, I creep, tiptoe out the front door. Sometimes I left the door unlocked. Sometimes I just couldn't stop. I had to get out the house like a church mouse, quiet. As if my presence didn't leave a lingering scent, not to mention the scent of Egyptian musk body oil leaves a sketch of my body soil in her sheets. Yea, though I walk through the valley of temptation, all that I see are obstacles. Is it possible that you meeting me was purpose? So me laying down this dick is just me doing diligent service, or is it just feed my ego? Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be my ways, flesh be in my gaze. Do you forgive me for being that dark cloud that blocked her sun rays? Sundays were made for worship. At least that's what I was taught. But I never bought into the idea that prayer changes things. I learned that pussy and Patron word to Kendrick Lamar can make the best out of some of the rainiest days. The weather feels so much better when she is on her knees. My needs maketh me lie down near still water, then create tsunami, head first kamikaze, catching bodies, call it a homie. I'm just looking for somewhere safe to place this salami. So give me this day and my daily bread, yo. Somebody better pray for me. She out here looking like pray to me. If I say the right thing, she'll be on her knees like she prayed to me faithfully. I relinquish all church bells. They make too much noise when sneaking out a window, praying these little indiscretions don't get back to my kinfolk or my tribe. So many lies, so please forgive these trespasses. Lead me away from temptation and deliver me from all evil, so I may build my kingdom from your power and glory forever. Amen. That's that piece.
Woo. Wait a minute. What just happened? Something happened. I wasn't ready. My glasses crooked.
I replaced all that.
I told y'all.
Thank y'all. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna do the second piece. It's a lot more fun. I love doing this piece because for me it's like really fun to do. So after doing something like heavy like that, I like to do something a little fun. So I'm gonna need at least. No, we just gonna go in. I don't do disclaimers no more. We just gonna go.
As long as we don't need a trigger warning, you good.
No. This is one of those poems I like to consider, like, as an artist, we have this one thing where we have like a humble brag. Like we get to talk about ourselves in a positive way without it being like arrogant and stuff like that. It's called humble brag.
Yes.
So this is my humble brag poem, and I love doing it because it's fun as fuck. I'm so dope. Bass heads free base me in the stairs. I make your emotions flip more than dance moves from Fred Astaire. I make you stand and stare into a blank void. I make you paranoid. Shit, I'm more like a steroid. I give you superhuman strength. Ignore the lies and the myths. I'm truly heaven sent, God given, and let no man tear us apart. That's word to G Money. I'm the reason New Jack City appointed Nino Brown as its official kingpin. I'm the reason they say Whitney will never sing again. I don't care what chapter of your life you are in. I'm the epitome of the word the end. I'm a small piece of sin on your quest to find heaven on earth. I'm a gift and a curse. Just apply my pressure to your veins. Your pain. And I promise again, you will never hurt. And don't worry about that twitch. That's just a side effect. Alcohol is recommended, but you can take me with or without the side of sex. I make things the best. I make weight drop. I turn a size 16 into a size 2 dress. I'm so dope. But you still haven't even felt my full potency. I'm at potential. I'm for those of you who like your drugs physical and mental. I dismantle. I mean dismantle. I mean dismember a happy home. I make baby grow up alone. I make sure mama and daddy is always gone. I make teens seek insanity, find comfort within the inner linings of my stones. I'm like the black card, because I'm accepted everywhere. But much like gentrification, you can mainly find me in a low-income area, and what's scarier, you still haven't found a way to stop me. Your whole hood popped me. There was plans put into place on how, when, and where you would cop me before you even knew of my existence. I'm so dope. You still haven't even felt my full potency. And that's that piece.
Woo! My goodness.
They wasn't ready, King Soul. I warned them.
That was so good.
I love the energy. That's like the best thing to do. Like to come in, like relatively, like no one knows what you could do, and like just getting free. Like that moment of getting free in front of complete strangers is like the most amazing feeling at the end. Like this is the first time you've seen me, and I have been as transparent as I could possibly be in 5 minutes of us meeting. Man, I love doing this, and I love y'all for being here with me while I go through this journey.
Oh, well, thank you for feeling comfortable enough to, being vulnerable and, being transparent, because it's not easy being yourself sometimes in spaces where you don't know anybody and no one knows you,
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I look forward to seeing you really soon. We gonna knock this thing out. This shit gonna be dope because your energy dope. So I know our meeting is gonna be dope.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for allowing me.
Awesome. I cannot wait. Do you have any projects coming up anytime soon?
Actually, I'm glad you said something, because this part is the part I usually forget. Like I just drop the poem and then I'll be like, all right, peace, y'all. You can follow me on Instagram at itsjust_soul. I have a podcast out right now called the Poetry Corner Podcast. I got shirts out. If no one has told you today you're dope, shirts are out. That is in the link in my bio. That's what I got going on right now. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for reminding me, because I definitely would have forgot. Now this time I'm gonna actually be back for real.
You got it.
Thank you.
Got it.
I'll still be watching though.
Yes, stick around. If you're gonna leave the studio, tune in on YouTube or Facebook if you're gonna jump out. But yes, thank you.
So next we have Tyler, and on deck is the Lone Wolf.
Yeah. Hi, Tyler.
So nice to see you guys. I missed you guys.
I miss you too, boo.
Hello. I'm sorry, I had lost my piece or whatever. Okay, I found it. Okay, this is my piece, Training Little Girls, and it's inspired by the Greek goddess Hera. Okay. They say this is how the story of Hera was created. At a young age, they put so much effort into turning little girls into wives. Do they ask little girl who does she want to be? Who is she spending her life to impress? When marriage doesn't have anything to do with Barbie. Why does Ken get to be everything and nothing? Why does Barbie have to be everything and nothing? Why do I sweep the floor when there are capable humans who can do the same? Maybe even better than a woman's touch. What makes mine so special? Like there's magic in being raised to serve and swallow words to not form sentences. A protest and down with the patriarchy. Misogyny will not be a meal I will tend or cook to. See, they concocted a story of a goddess whose existence is based on the male gaze, and they wonder why we chase it. Like there is some power in swallowing all the God inside to just be anything less than magical. See, Ariana Grande says God is a woman. And that's my first piece.
Yes.
All right.
I love Hera, by the way, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. All right. This is my other piece called Code Switching. Before they see you as human, they will see your skin. So don't ask me why I hide black in my voice. Hope Slave don't come out it. Cause Catcher gonna come out around the corner in blue and black before you know it. See, I'm all rose and concrete. A picture memorial, another name listed among criminals. I ain't no criminal. See, the only thing white on me besides my teeth and my voice, it won't guarantee privilege, but it can code switch. Just like this. See, they see no threat in my Karen, but they fear my Carisha. See, I'm not saying that it's right, but are you going to be at my funeral, or would you prefer me to swallow all the black in me to preserve my life a little longer? And maybe when they close their eyes and they go to reach for their gun, the hug, their wife, and the shakiness of my voice, officer, please don't shoot me. See, it changes their mind. See, I know they don't shoot when it's one of their own. See, you learn at a young age that your life is on borrowed time and a favor from strangers. Yes, I just code switched.
Mm. Yes, sis. I miss you, Tyler.
I miss you too.
Make sure you guys follow this amazing poet. I would love to see more of you. She's a sweet, sweet girl, and she comes in sweet, but then you hear her spit her poetry, and you're like, damn, what happened to this cute little quiet girl? She's over here just burning up the stage. Like, well, I'm on to all of y'all. I'm on to y'all.
Thank you. Happy to see all of you guys.
Good. Stick around. If we do have time, we'll invite you back onto the mic, but stick around and enjoy the rest of the show. Let's keep it moving. We are in our lightning round.
So on deck we have Lucy, aka Two Feathers, but coming to the mic right now is Lone Wolf.
And I heard he got something different tonight. What you got for us?
Yeah, it's kind of like why I've been like distant from here. I've actually been working on this piece since like beginning of March, and it's still like coming together.
Okay.
So it's like vulnerable, really, really vulnerable and transparent. Like I don't think I've ever written anything like this before. Dara has heard it before. She has, but I don't think anybody else has heard this.
Ooh, all right, give it to us.
This is called Eternal Nightmare. I don't think I'm changing that title, but I might. But I'm gonna keep adding on to it because it's becoming a signature piece, as I see it. There are things that I will choose not to talk about due to the fact that all these things truly terrify me. The river of tears that I have cried is an immense one. All the things that I deal with are simply unimaginable. You are worthy of all the things that you want and desire. This can't be a bad dream, since to me it all feels so real. Life gets to be so hard that randomly I'll break into tears. There are times when I do want to disappear like Casper. This is who I am, so I just don't have a say in the matter. Don't cry, King. You're much stronger than all of your fears. Pop 1, pop 2. I take them like it's my favorite candy. One a day to keep the pain, fear, and anxiety at bay. These are crucial for keeping me both sane and healthy, controlling that inner demon as best as it possibly can. You're human too, just like everyone else that you know. To hold these emotions inside is by far the hardest part. My sanity is at risk, which definitely makes it super difficult. I am forced to cry and scream deep within my own soul. I can't complete my life puzzle while I'm still missing crucial pieces. Trust in who you are as a man and just leave it alone. I pinch myself to see if I will ever wake up from this nightmarish hell. Inevitably, I can only cause physical pain with that action. So I shut my eyes and pray for this nightmare to finally end. However, this never happens as I try to drift off to sleep. It's not your fault, so don't you dare go blaming yourself. It's hard to see now, but I'm scared of who I will become. The mask I have decided to wear will hide the real me. If removed, anything at all can be so detrimental to my growth. Hence, I must wear it like with pride, like it's my country's flag. You will be able to get anything you have ever wanted. And that's what I have written down so far for that.
Yeah. I love it. I look forward to seeing where you end up with this piece.
I feel like it's probably gonna be like one of those never-ending pieces, like maybe it's just gonna be one of those pieces where you continue to add to it, and it tells like a nice story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Thank
you so much for sharing.
Like the middle of like probably, if not the beginning of March, probably like the end of February. So it's been stanza by stanza by stanza, 2 sentences here, 2 here. I put in an extra one. I take something out. I rewrite the words. Like,
welcome to being a writer.
But it is something like really, really dear
Mike? Do you have anything to promote?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Because
all right.
That book that I brought up before, it's kind of been like postponed.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, Dara will tell you it takes time, so
it does.
Take whatever time you need to publish what you want. All right, no projects, all good, but we still got an Instagram. It's down there. Make sure you guys follow, connect, and all that good stuff. Let's keep it rolling. Who we got up next?
Next we have Lucy, which is also AKA Two Feathers. And then after her, we're gonna wrap back around, and on deck is Imani.
Yay! Hi, Lucy. Oh, you're muted, babe. Unmute yourself. I can't hear you. Where did she go? Oh, it's probably her internet.
Yeah, she's been dropping in and out.
I know, she's been dropping in and out.
So we're going to keep moving, and we're going to go straight to Imani, and on deck from Imani is chemistry. And we'll get back to you at the end.
Hi, Imani. Welcome back.
I'm glad you stayed with us, even though you said you weren't going to.
I know, right? That's funny.
Sorry, I like blanked for a second. The song I'll be doing, because I'm gonna do another song. Singing is my everything. Like this is just who I am. Like I'm not me if I'm not singing. It's like breathing to me. So pardon my technical difficulties. My computer is super slow. I'm also poor, so I can't afford to buy another one, but whatever. Give me a minute, y'all. This wants to happen now.
Should we come back to you, or are you good to go?
You can come back to me.
Okay. So we'll go to chemistry, and then we'll come back to you, Imani. So chemistry, are you ready to spit some more for us?
I'm ready. You guys get to choose between borders, energy, or fits. Which one?
Ooh.
Borders.
All right.
Borders. Okay. Who said borders?
I don't know, but I'm with it.
It's not the juiciest one, but I'll spit it anyway. He created walls to protect the borders of his heart. Of him. Of everything that needed a redemption, his mind was at play, but his heart in detention. He mentioned his fears to me. Clearly, she had devoured his confidence and destroyed his self-image, and before I could ask a question, he pondered my intentions. I watched him be crippled by her naming. Her words to him were maiming. I watched him giggle. I noticed that maybe he wasn't laughing, but gasping for the next breath of fresh air. The compliments from others left him questioning who cared. His belief in others was waning. My presence in his life was like bald tires on slick ice. I wasn't gaining any traction. My innocent questions produced a fast reaction. We slid in and out of the lines that defined our friendship. We crashed into the awkwardness. At that moment, I realized the importance of protection. He couldn't bear any rejection because his past weighed him down with bags that were too heavy to carry. So when the airbags of past rejections hit me in the face, I braced myself for them. We were strapped securely in our seats because he feared getting close to me. He would say, "We should take things slowly," as if I were rushing. I was in no hurry to get nowhere at all. I was reading between the lines. I could see through him with magnified eyes. I couldn't totally blame him. But I don't specialize in demolitions. I'm not qualified to nurture under those conditions, so I stepped away, hoping that someday he'll deconstruct the borders of his heart, of him, of everything that needed a redemption so that both his mind and heart would be free of restrictions. I want the best for him, even if he doesn't quite know what that is.
Yes.
I was like, wait, I thought there was more to the piece. I'm like, let's go. She was going off.
Was that my 3 minutes? How long was that?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely fit under the 3 minutes. So thank you for that. But I really was like, I was hanging on to every word. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So chemistry, is not on social media, but if you want to connect with her and you want to collaborate with her or find more of her work, her email is here at chemistry2012@gmail.com. Definitely connect. There's many ways to stay connected, guys. Social media is not the only place. So make it happen, captains. All right. So Zara, you're muted.
I know. I did it. I did it.
You pulled the J Rose.
I did. So on deck is AC Lightning. Coming up is Imani. Are you ready for us this time, Imani?
Yes, I fixed it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So this song is actually from the first EP. It's I guess you could say it's a favorite. It's the first song off of Heartache. It's called Troublemaker.
And I know what you mean. This is the worst play I've ever seen. How I married, all of your burdens I have carried. Children asking questions, I hide all from distractions. But ain't ready to leave. I thought you wanted more from me. Seems like we'll never be happy. The heartbreaker, who could that be? For the last 10 years, you've been wiping all my tears. Why is it that I'm the only one growing? It's like you can't handle the reality of knowing. Oh, let it sink in, cause lately, baby, I've been thinking you were never really the problem, and I'm putting really trying to solve them. It's gonna unfold too long. I can see now we've been hurt all along. Apologize, no need to chastise. Do we point fingers or just let the pain linger? Scream at me, I scream back. In one again, you know you lack. The only thing keeping us together is our fantasy of forever. Amongst to an empty house, you're in the room. Let it sink in, cause baby, I've been thinking you were never really the problem, and I'm putting really trying to solve them. It's gonna unfold for too long. I can see now we've been hurt all along. Apologize, no need to chastise. But maybe I'm to blame for everything that went so wrong. Maybe you're the reason why I cry. And every morning when I wake, contemplating the choices I will make. A life without you by my side. Let it sink in, cause lately, baby, I've been thinking you were never really the problem, and no point in really trying to solve them. It's gone on for far too long. I can see now we've been hurt all along. I apologize, no need to chastise. Head to a room to lay down. Can't stand not to hear the sound of the door opening one last time. Used to me, there's gotta be another way. I'm sick of the same shit a different day. Cause lately, baby, I've been thinking you were never really the problem, and no point in really trying to solve them. It's gone on for far too long. I can see now we're hurt along. I apologize, no need to chastise. Oh, you are bad. Cause lately I've been thinking, trying to solve them too slow.
Woo!
Yes. Thank you, Imani.
Thank you.
Amani, you said your music is streaming on other platforms. Do you have your music out anywhere?
Like all streaming
Everything?
platforms. Yeah.
All right. Cool. And you have a very unique spelling of Amani, so I'm pretty sure it's not hard to find you.
It's actually my middle name, and so like for trademark reasons and stuff, I changed the spelling around.
Okay. There you go. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. Let's keep it rolling.
Imani who, EMAHNI who, WHO.
Who? Imani.
Awesome. So do everyone follow, because that's what we do here. We create community by following, interacting, and supporting. So thank you again, Imani, for everything you have shared with us today. From the songs to the comments. You have brought so much energy to tonight. But we are going to keep moving because it is getting late. So AC Lightning is next, and on deck is Choice Reamer. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but People's Poetry Project, you're next after AC Lightning.
Okay.
All right. So, I recently dropped a single. It's available on all streaming platforms, and because I'm a man of my words and I don't want an angry text message from Dara later on.
You know I'd come for you.
I don't want that. So I'm gonna do this new single that dropped called Get Through. It's been a crazy year and stuff like that. We all have been through some stuff, and hopefully the song uplifts you guys and whatever else. Gonna be a uplift so I can get through. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. And you need the uplift, you need to get through. You need the uplift, what you gonna do? You feel like your hope slowly fading away. God will give you color in this whole other way. I walk down this road that looks uncertain. It feels so cold, I know what I'm doing. I hear people talking, some being criticizing. They talk about the Bible saying that is bad written. The eye of people slavery and going for me. This is such a be in the different time of day. There's no man in the sky. Some of them don't believe. I try to show them that, but they too blind to see. It's the struggle. You try and downplay this. You think I'm real trouble. It is what it is. You try to be slick and you want me to quit, but God is so good to me. I had to be clear. The huge crowd don't care. Some of them perseveres on me so that I could be so scared. I'm being taken down. I want to get out of this. I'm calling out now. I'ma need an uplift. Going through the uplift so I can get you. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. You need the uplift, you need to get through. You need the uplift, what you gonna do? You feel like your hopes slowly fading away. God will give you color in this whole world of gray. I go at my own pace, I won't become bad in the face. Society competes to be in first place. Give them cheese, let me vice in the rap race and go for that trap. They won't be coming back. This is a time that I gotta know my values, especially when this world's out to get you. It's hard being black while living in America. Black folks out here dealing with these obstacles. This world's so racist, they kill us by the dozen. It's cold out here, the hearts are so frozen. They wanna act like we're a bunch of animals. They trap us, they kill us, they bring in all this pain. And all of their actions are showing all the damage. Folks get mad when they hear us complain. They're looking for hope, throw them prayers in the sky. They acting like Stevie, they blind to the lies. Gonna be the uplift so I can get through. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. You need the uplift, you need to get through. You need the uplift, what you gonna do? You feel like your hopes slowly fading away. God will give you color in this whole world of gray. People really struggling and looking for answers. And people out of work, they don't think it get better. This world was shut down, it was due to COVID. The fields are growing, people dying real rapid. Still trying to figure how all this happened. And some don't think that COVID is real. This whole pandemic got other stuff popping. It's time to pray God so this world can heal. And beyond till the killer never got indicted. It got women feeling like they're not protected. Black women, you are strong, continue to slay. Black beggar, you better, you gratefully made. We all made in the flesh, so we bleed the same. We all God's creation, yet we wonderfully made. We have some cloudy days and some darker nights, but God won't forsake us, we'll be alright. Go to your uplift so I can get you. Feel a little scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some common biz. You need an uplift, you need to get through. You need an uplift, what you gon' do? You feel like you're hopeful, you're fading away. Gotta give you color in this whole world of gray. AC.
Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for not making me come after you for not doing that. So I'm glad you did that too. That was dope.
I did not want you to come after me and stuff like that. Honestly, I was gonna perform the song either way, but I just said that just because. But I did not want you to come after me, so I was gonna perform the song. I don't want the smoke. But
okay, I'm glad you do.
It's available everywhere. It's called Get Through. Available on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. I'm dropping a music video for it maybe in a few weeks. I'm still working on the video and stuff like that. And unintentionally, I dropped this for Mental Health Awareness Month, which is also crazy. But, you know, hopefully, like I said, it's a crazy year that we all been through. Hopefully that helps you guys and hopefully feel uplifted by it. So.
Awesome. Everything you do makes us feel uplifted, AC. That's
Absolutely.
what you do. So thank you for being you. We're going to keep moving. So up next is Choice. And then on deck is Lucy, aka Two Feathers.
Yay! Welcome.
Choice, what you got for us one more time?
And Choice, I forgot to ask you, where are you tuning in from? Because you still got daylight.
I'm in Calgary, Alberta. Right now we got 8 minutes before 9 o'clock. So we're still good. We're still good here.
Oh, wow.
Where are you guys at? What time is it out there?
Well, I'm in New York. It's almost 11 o'clock tonight.
All right. New York, man. That's a good place to be, though.
Yeah. You're not complaining. We just noticed a difference in your background than ours.
Yeah. I think
definitely wasn't complaining.
We must have had time change because, it's still pretty late out.
Yeah, it's nice. What are you gonna do for us? What piece are you gonna share with us?
Okay, well, round? I'm gonna share with you guys today. It's called Regrowth. Regrowth. At times, I used to feel like I was going insane in the membrane when I felt like I was not worth the same game that everyone else gets to obtain. And it made me lose my damn brain because I was not allowed to feel the pain because someone else was always the main. And even if I tried to explain why I felt the need to complain, I was a meal served plain. And thinking I was worth more just meant I was total insane. Even though I know that I am sane, I just feel like that is really lame. But I won't play the damn game. I won't put myself in that shame. See, you and I are not the same. Because I won't let anyone knock me down. I'm growing stronger every day. I'm raising high to the sky, and I'm ready to soar. And you think you can look down on me from the floor? No. Whatever power you have in the power, because you're still a seed and I am a flower. You're underneath and I am a tower. Because I'm growing up instead of being a cow. You stayed on the ground and I turned around. I am not bound to being for now. I'm not a clown. I have no reason to frown. My life is the one with the crown. That's how it is.
Wait, run that last line back again.
Run that last line again.
That's how it is now. No more fucking around.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm glad I asked you to do that.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Yes.
You know what it is.
So tell us one more time how to find you and everything so people can know what you up to.
All you gotta do is when you see that bat signal. I'm just kidding. I'm Troy's Forever. My Instagram is People's Poetry Project. A Facebook page called Poeticality, and I'm slowly trying to grow onto YouTube as well. But my main platform is People's Poetry Project on IG. So.
Awesome.
Stay tuned, and we got that show every Sunday, so you guys can come in for the Sunday night open mic night.
Cool.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
You guys are all blessed, that's for sure. That's good.
Nah, we appreciate you being here. Let's keep it going. We got a couple more performers, and then we can say goodnight.
Yeah. So next we have Two Feathers, but on deck is Creative Minds. So I know you've been here for a little while. We're waiting to hear from you next. But Lucy, aka Two Feathers, lay your words on us, please.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So
peace, my sister.
What's up, girl? I love you, and thank you for sharing that poem. I love you.
You don't love me too, or just
no,
only
girl? You know I love you. Come on, we work together.
I just wanted to hear it.
Of course I do. And you're amazing at what you do. And yes, she's written like a million poems. I'm going to say a million. It's been like a million. All right. So this is called Stockholm Syndrome. Maybe we all have a bit of Stockholm Syndrome. The culture that keeps us captive is the one we emulate. Aspire to protect bleak skin, straighten hair, adopt their ideology, strip dialect from tongues, made mild of spices to appeal to their taste buds. Fell in line. Even the ones we think speak change are a tinge too light, the kind, the ones that appeal to the masses, knowing well who they are. They're the ones that own your information, own your freedom, own your history. That's why many pages left unpublished of an ancestor's truth and troubles, hurts, triumphs, to protect the image of the image we protect. Cycles of protection leave room for no reflection, staring into false mirrors of stories they altered. We can be blended as they please, ripe for the picking, time after time, time after time, time after time. We have been walking in straight lines for centuries. To gas chambers, to guillotines, to unemployment lines, to cultural genocide. When a white teen can mock the song of an elder, glimpses of the past made present, same stories, same players. See on paper, my name reeks of rice and beans, of Boricua beaches. I know what they think upon eyes meeting. Maybe it's because my skin's the color of the beach floors their ancestors conquered. So familiar to be taken, tamed. They forget I am an ocean. I am an unruly sea, a world within itself roaring, destined to be free. I know some must be thinking, yeah, you're white yourself, only seeing European ancestors like them, forgetting my name, forgetting the blood flowing in my veins. Perhaps I'm using this platform, this perceived privilege at best, just so that I can attest that these lines are thin, these lines between explorer and native. I guess I'm a testament to just how thin that line is. Between ignorance and embrace, between the past and future, between love and hate. Thank you.
Ooh, see,
that was fire. That was straight fire.
Freaking talented. It's disgusting.
Yo, y'all have no idea.
Like
Lucy.
Thank you. Thank you. And you guys can follow me. My Instagram handle is there. And please, if you do get a chance to follow me or just take a look, I am working with a nonprofit for battered women, the first center for battered women in Puerto Rico. I'm putting together a collection of women's stories of abuse to help raise funds for the center, open and provide educational opportunities, domestic violence prevention programs for systemic change. So any way you can support or even just spread the word, I would really, really appreciate it. So thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. And thank you for being you.
And just because I be knowing everybody's business and I just like if you are into like getting tarot card readings, or you're into crystals and that type of spiritual healing, you can go to my girl Lucy for a reading. You can get some really beautiful gems and stones from her. I have a few pieces myself. I got my dream catcher hanging over there by the bed with nice crystal rose quartz in there. So please hit her up. She's an amazing human being. I'm telling you, like, the humans that came up in here tonight, like, for real, you guys all have been amazing. But yes, please stay in contact, because there's people here that don't just do poetry. We all are multifaceted, so connect in as many ways possible.
Exactly. And Lucy's an amazing human being, for sure. For
Yes.
sure. So moving along, thank you, Lucy. Creative Minds is coming to the mic, but on deck. And I think this is our final performer for the night. But before we get to the final performer, which will be Tyler, Creative Minds, what you got for us?
Hi. De Nairo, ¿qué te pasa?
You're muted.
You're muted. I
You're
think he's
muted.
having like, he's in
There's
slow
a little
motion.
delay. Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Hi. Yeah,
Yep.
you.
It's your turn.
Hey. I'm just sitting here like, oh, okay. I thought I was next, but okay. All right. Yeah, that part. How everybody doing? Peace, love, and prosperity to everybody in the room. Yeah, I'm Creative Minds. Yeah, that's what I do.
What you got for us, King?
I guess I get right to it. I got a short one. Real short.
Okay.
Imagine if peace and love had a baby boy. His name would be Flower Boy. Even evil shakes in his presence, and everywhere he steps is growth. Science say it's a phenomena. Youth of the earth, rewind time when frequency was at an all-time high and made sense. And galaxies are in line, and wars are silent, and communications are bullets. Talk it out as we walk another day. Peace, love, and war. American representation is a flower, boy. Symbolism is no more, and we cherish every moment in this world, and it's truly become heaven on earth. Dot.
You just gave me all the Gil Scott Heron vibes. You just took me back to them. Like that was thank you. That was amazing. So how do people find you? Do you have a project coming up? Anything we need to know?
Yes, tell them.
Oh, okay. I will be next week. I'll be in Tampa on J Rose Experience. You know, I can't wait. Excited, so excited. Yeah, that's like everything. I'm hitting big time right now. I'm just living in the limelight.
But wait. Don't you have a podcast?
Yeah, that thing. So yeah, I have a nonprofit organization called Creative Dad. I'm doing a podcast every second of the month on stereo. Yeah, that thing. And I have my brand Creative Collective, where I do t-shirts, custom apparels, whatever. Actually, I just bought some banging ass equipment. Excited and getting my studio together now. So yeah, it's amazing. It's just everything is just falling in line right now.
Amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations.
So make sure you follow him at Creative Minds on IG. There's links in the bio and all that, so you can know more about the podcast. And make sure that you tap into his IG stories, because he's gonna be doing questions of the day. And, you know, a lot of the questions that he asked are actually really good questions. They're not like the everyday run-of-the-mill questions that you see on social media. So they're actually really fun to answer, and they're all about real life, not just being creative. So make sure that you follow this man, okay?
Most def. Do that, please.
I'm in the wrong line of business. I should be like a advertising person or something. I don't know.
I mean, you are doing it with all the things you do. You just extra do it, but you do it because there's people like us who can't do it or remember to do it. So you hold us. You just make sure we all doing it.
I try. Accountability coach here.
Exactly.
Cool.
So it's been an amazing night. We're not done because J. Rose is gonna have some stuff to say. I'm gonna have some stuff to say as we end this out. But we want Tyler to come, please bless the mic one more time as our last performer of the night. Lay some amazing something on us because we know you are.
Yes, Tyler, throw your voice, be loud, be close to the mic. I really want to hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Hold on, let me move my legs. All right. All right, this is my piece called Artists Create Art from Pain and the Society Finds It Beautiful. See, my heart is heavy. I can hear the beat drop. See, my depression synchronizes like a dance. Suggests I dive into the ocean, carrying my body into the waves and become one with the riptides. I can barely hear over the music in my head. It sounds like rhythm and blues. Some days it's all blues. Paints a sky full of color, monochromatic. They say this is how Picasso learned to paint himself cut up. Self-harm is art, and depression is its inspiration, and some days I use my body as art. My sadness is a canvas of self-expression. They say this is how Van Gogh painted the Starry Night. Maybe this is how he imagined the world would be like if he died. See, self-affliction became my muse. Poetry became the vice I choose. Poems stack cadavers, crab side by side in notebooks. History, unspoken secrets, written in cursive. Only the language of the damage understand the dialect of pain. That's that piece.
Okay.
I really just want to hear that last line one more time. Can we just hear that one more time? I'm sorry.
One more time again.
Rewind.
All right. Only the language of the damage understand the dialect of pain.
That's a line right there.
Yo, your fucking wordplay, girl. You're like, always.
Thank you. Ooh.
Always.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
I'm working on a book, so that piece will be in the book. That's all I want to say.
Awesome. Yes. Let us know when it's out so we can support. Because we definitely will want to, for sure. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, that was so good. Yay. Dara.
Yes.
You got something to say to the people?
Yeah, I've mentioned them slightly. I'm Darlema. I am the I don't know what I gotta say, but I am the VP of Poetics U. That's one of the things I gotta say. And so we have an annual. My gosh, it's bedtime. We have a monthly open mic on the last Sunday of the month. It is on IG. It is called Poetics Read With Me at 1 p.m. Our partner out in Dubai reads people's poems. If you want to tag it and have someone read your work for you, it's PTX Read With Me is the hashtag. And then at 1 p.m., myself and the founder comes in and we have open mic on IG. So join us from 12 to about 2 to 3, depending how many people sign up. So we will be there this Sunday, even though it's a holiday. You know, we said we weren't going to stop, so we're not going to stop. Also, I am an author of, 4 books. I already forgot how many for a second there. But my most recent one is Still Laughing. And even though it says not for resale, not for sale or whatever, it is really out. This is just my proof in my hand. But J. Rose is reading it. A whole bunch of people are reading it. They are laughing hysterically and maybe crying a little bit because it's not all laughter, but it's about laughing no matter what has happened. So please do support. You can find me at Callie's Camera or follow the hashtag The Community Poet. Don't leave the off because then you get some other people and they not me. But if you do The Community Poet, you most definitely find the community poet. So thank you, J Rose, for having me. Thank you, Leah V, for making also the suggestion. I love you both so much, and I'm always happy to help step in because you two are amazing, and you just keep shining and glowing and keep being amazing. So thank you for letting me step in and help again.
Listen, you wouldn't be here if you weren't amazing too, girl. I'll tell you.
Thank you.
So yes, I just want to thank you, Dara, for coming in and like helping me out because it's not easy, and you held it down today, so I really, really appreciate it. You're like our go-to for stuff like this, so thank you so much. And shout out to Leah V. I know she's out at a wedding celebrating love, so I hope she's having a good time. We definitely miss her, but Dara was great. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for coming through tonight. I appreciate you guys. If you guys don't follow me already, please follow me on the gram. It's My Crumble Thoughts, or you can follow me at the Rose Garden Events. If you are watching on YouTube, or please subscribe. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leah V and I created and designed this Writer's Unblocked journal. It's a journal with writing prompts, games, and activities. So if it's something that you're looking to purchase, please reach out to me. They are for sale. We're gonna be actually publishing some more journals this year, so be on the lookout for that stuff. As far as anything that I have coming up, I do have a lot of stuff coming up, so please just follow so you can stay updated on all the promo for that. I have a social media workshop, so I'm doing a social media masterclass. I'm going to be teaching people how to use social media as a tool for marketing and for growing their audience and increasing their engagement and making more money with their using their social media. So if you're interested in taking that class, hit me up. You know where to follow, you know where to find everything. Everything's in the bio. Hit the link in the bio and it'll take you to the world of J Rose. Plain and simple. So thank you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Those of you that tuned in, those of you that have been in the studio just rocking with us, I appreciate you guys. All the performers, you guys were all amazing. The newcomers, the frequent flyers, like everybody. So thank you. Have a wonderful night, and please guys, stay safe, okay? Still real out there, so let's be safe, okay? That's it. Good night, y'all. Peace out. Keep growing and tune in. We'll see you June 11th is the next Virtual Voices, so I'll see you guys then.
Take care.
Good night. Good night.